real fast and real laugh, son.
But he's gay. He's gay. Excuse me. He's blind.
You ready?
Oh, wait. So we're just going to wing it?
There's a big difference between winging it and seeing what happens. Now let's see what happens.
And now.
Right now.
And now, it's Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
And I be catching them northern bite like on the 10-pound test. Smoke cess, never fast, take a guess. I be the early morning stone pimp.
USA. Welcome to Senning Show. Getting you going on a Monday. Shout out to JP and Monica and special guest today, Brett. I love hearing his voice. He's missed around here. I know it. I feel it. And good to hear him, even if it took a historic blizzard locking him inside the CMG building to bring him on air. It was nice to hear. I am John Senning, and today you get a little something extra. He is Dizzy, a.k.a. the Brown Thrasher, and spending a little bonus time with the boys this week. You hear her on Fridays during One for the Ladies. She's been doing radio in Tampa for like 20 years. She maybe used to be the voice of your mornings on the Morning X. Danielle, hanging out with the crew.
We're getting used to this.
Oh, boy.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Sorry.
There's 3 buttons in a row. Listen again. Danielle.
Hello.
Oh,
it is.
how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
I'm excited to feel both of your presences for the majority of the week. If you want to find a way to get involved with us, there's plenty of ways. 800-771-1025. Hit us up on social media at The John Senning, at Dizzy for Mayor, at Radio Danielle. And we love to send people to the Vroom Vroom Room. You can watch us live in a couple places, but we like to pick YouTube. So go to YouTube, look at 1025 The Bone, and you'll see us. You'll see us right there. And it's that simple. I'm looking for a new name in the chat. Bevy Birchwood. No, that is not new.
But thanks for being there.
Yeah. Nile Crocodile M4U.
Nope.
I saw him talking trash earlier today. Not even glad he's there the first time. We'll keep an eye on that to see if anybody new shows up. But go watch the program right now if you can. I've got to say something right off the get. We're going to get to tons of stuff today. We're going to talk USA hockey. We're going to talk about a million different things. Diz, you've been making attempts. No, it's not. You're not on trial, but you've been making attempts to be more healthy since the new year, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you still seem like you're having a fair amount of you're still having fun. You're living life.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you were in Fort Myers, which was technically work, but you're out doing things. I'm ready to say that to be truly physically fit, and Danielle, you will know better than most, it's so boring. It is just the most boring lifestyle that anybody could choose.
That is not true at all.
This past weekend, I think I lived the life of a truly healthy person. I did not drink. I did not smoke.
Boring.
I ate only what I should eat when I should eat, and maybe it's because I compare it to the rest of my life that I've lived that maybe is filled with a little more debauchery. It just felt abhorrently boring all weekend long, and I don't want to say that's your fault, Danielle, but you've taken me down this road.
Listen, what I will say is right now you have to be 100% locked in for your goal, and your goal is really winding down now, right? You're like in the final stretch because things end March 2nd with Pat Maroon.
Yeah,
right?
a week from today.
One thing I've tried to tell my kids, because I'm trying to help them understand like eating healthy, but also you can still have things that you enjoy. Like you just have to do it in moderation. I think, but by you cutting everything out that you enjoy right now, probably going to fast track you and make you feel a little bit better about your competition. But that's not how it always has to be.
It really has been, and I don't know why. And it's not really based on anything that he's done or said, but this overwhelming sense of confidence and feeling good, it's not going away, but it's lending itself to borderline paranoia. Like I found myself over the weekend, I went so hard, and I'm planning on going that way all week, where I have to, I don't know, if you're Tom Brady, do you go into the Super Bowl and ask or let your mind think about what it would feel like to lose the Super Bowl, or are those thoughts that just, you're saying the goats don't?
They don't creep in. No, you only think about winning and positive manifestation.
Yeah, you nailed it. See, my thing is that I just don't want to go so deeply into that God forbid I take just a shocking L. I'm not only dealing with that, but I'm dealing with the shock to my brain that I never let it even be a thought that was a reality.
I think if you are one of the greats, you have to operate that you are going to win. And there's no other possibility. There's no other outcome.
Yeah, it is boring still, though. For those that are like sober, like Danielle, your life that you live, good on you that you were able to choose that. But like, so Friday night comes around. Friday night is, to put it down, I mean, I might be overstating it, but to boil it down simply, Friday night is my party night. Friday night is when I have my drinks. Friday night is when I stay up to the latest. Like, Friday night is the night. Like, it's the night. It's the night.
Yeah.
And Friday night, without any of those things, it just felt empty and hollow and sad. I'm sorry for feeling that way, but
could you not have replaced it with something else enjoyable? Like, for example, Friday night, this past Friday night, if you could have found one of those tree climbing places and you could have found one that was like open after hours and they got some lights in the trees and now you're doing something outdoors and you're being active and you're having fun, like you're making it worse than it has to be. I'm living a fun life.
You may be on to something, because I think what I did was I tried to live the life that I would normally live while sober. I think I did all, like, I would go in. Friday night, I like to listen to music and play it real loud by the pool. And, you know, it's just a certain thing. So I went in and did all of those things just sober. Maybe if I would have went and climbed a tree or been more productive, then things could have been at least a little bit different, I suppose.
Why couldn't you listen to music by the pool?
It's not the same without
please,
the drinks.
Please
Come on,
explain
girl.
to her.
You know, the
please
vibe changes now.
Yeah.
Now you're just a guy outside with music playing loud.
Yeah. Once you've made the decision in your life that you're gonna party a little bit, you're gonna do bad things, you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Like, you've lived a sober life, Danielle, and I'm very happy for you. But now you just don't know what else is out there.
I mean, and I'm doing okay. I feel like I'm doing fine.
Yeah, so far so good. I mean, you're physically fit. You're headed into a certain phase of your life, which may or may not be. Let me see. Did you look at Danielle's face? Did you notice anything different about her?
Oh, yes.
Very, very understated. For those that aren't watching or can't see on Bone TV, Danielle got her nose pierced, which. I'm not. You brought up the phrase midlife crisis before I did.
Oh, I thought you meant me.
I was like, Diz has been saying you've been going through a midlife crisis for months.
Listen, Danielle needs to work on something.
I think the reason I feel that way is because I had my nose pierced, but it was 20 years ago. And I put it in one day, and it was like one of the backs that kind of has a little turn to it, like a curve, and I hit a nerve.
Ugh.
And I love the way it looked, but the way that when I hit the nerve, the way that felt, I instantly threw it away, and I never thought about it again until about 2 months ago when it took over all of my thoughts. So I guess for me, the reason I feel that way is everybody I know that no one's getting new nose piercings right now. Not at my age.
They're really not.
They're already established.
Any piercings really.
And so you are cruising towards 40.
Yeah, April.
I'm cruising towards 40.
April
Diz,
7th.
I feel like I always just say you're a little younger than me. How old are you actually?
30.
You're going to be one of those guys that's going to be like 55 and you still tell everybody you're 36 and nobody ever second guesses it.
37 in April.
37. Okay. I was having this discussion with Mike O and Corey Thursday night at the Moxie. There is something about that period between 35 and 40, especially the 35, 36, 37. I didn't know how old I was, and it's not. Did you feel the same,
36
Danielle?
and 37. I messed it up multiple times. Like, I would say I was a certain age, and then I'd realize it, and I wouldn't correct myself because how stupid that I don't know how old I am. But I remember 36 and 37. I mixed up all the time.
I've thought to myself, maybe not having children can stave off like any feelings of a midlife crisis or anything like that. I don't know if it's true, but I think when you have children, they're like this reminder right in front of you of the passing of time. Like me, I look in the mirror and sometimes I go, oh, damn, the crow's feet are popping. Those grays in the beard are really there. But I don't have these living beings like running around at my feet all day that make me realize that I'm getting older every single day. So I think your first problem was having children.
No problem.
Well, I mean, you love them and everything and they're great, but I mean, they're probably the reason you have that nose ring.
There's definitely like when my phone will pop up, oh, this day in 2017. And I'm like, oh my God, that was however many years ago. And then I see how old my kids were. And that's what really gets me. You're right, is that I see the difference in my kids. And then I look back at Derek and I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so we're doing it too.
I saw that picture. Did you see the picture, Diz, of her and Derek when they were babies?
No.
Dude, emo Derek. Dude,
that was the first picture we ever took. He used my hair straightener.
He had like the legit Oh God, what's the song that they sing when they make a joke about something emo? Tonight I will die for you. He had that major vibe to him, and I just thought Derek was a rugged worksman his whole life. I didn't know that there was an era where he had a side part and all of that going on.
There was an era. I'll find this picture for you, Diz.
Yeah.
Do you, Diz, being younger, do you ever feel like I'm getting old? Not that I'm getting old. Do you ever have a thought like I'm getting old?
Yes, definitely. You know, kind of what you said with the kids. Like, you got to remember, I coach. So I got to see these kids grow up from, like, under teens to now they're getting into their later teens. It didn't show up. Yeah. And hold on, let me see this photo real quick.
Now, Danielle has generally looked the same for decades
Since I met her.
upon decades. But Derek, that is a...
Oh, my God.
Dude, that's not the kind of guy...
That's the guy you fell in love with.
Yeah, that's not the kind of guy that you invite over to your house to put a shelf up for you. That's a guy who he's really transitioned into something else.
I didn't know
over
about
here.
the shelf. When I started dating Derek, I had no idea what he was able to do.
He was like that?
In the handy realm, I had no clue. We lived in a condo, like a 700 square foot condo. There were no projects to be done.
Oh, geez, that's the station.
For me, what made me start feeling old is when, like, for instance, I jump in the pool all the time when I'm a kid, and, cannonball, You know how, like, in the deep end, they have, like, the little platform you can go and kind of sit on? I remember being out with someone and thinking, can I just jump down here with my feet, or will my knees hurt if I do this? I'm like, damn, I'm getting old.
There's those silly lists that people would put out and say, like, my 10 lists to live, things to live by. And one of them that I always see on there is always jump in the pool.
Oh, really?
No matter how worried you are that you hurt your knees, always jump in the pool.
Always risk it?
Always risk it. Speaking of the idea of having children, you don't regret having children, obviously.
No.
And if you did, I don't think you'd say.
I would never
She would
regret
never
having
say it.
children.
No.
You didn't say it.
I obviously am in a unique position in my life where if I was going to have kids, which we're not, it's time. It's time. I think at this point, they call it like a geriatric pregnancy after like 35 or something.
If your due date, not even if you get pregnant, if your due date is after your 35th birthday, then you would be considered your entire pregnancy as a geriatric patient. Unless they've changed. I guess they could have changed that since like when I had kids, but that was when I had kids, that was the rule.
Oh, something about the term geriatric. Like geriatric to me means elderly person living in a home somewhere. Geriatric isn't like
it's so
35.
outdated, especially because we have taken such a shift towards people focusing more on their health. Like they really need to evaluate it, but that is what they say.
I totally forgot that this would tie into our conversation, but I sent this to my mom this morning. This guy that's all over social media, TikTok, Trey Kennedy. I think he's like a skit. He's like a skit comedy guy who I think does some version of stand-up. It was really funny. Parents telling you that you have to have kids.
Think we're gonna have kids.
What? No, dude, you have to have kids. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Really? Does it really make life better?
It's made my life worse in almost every conceivable way.
But so don't have kids, or
it's God's greatest gift. You gotta have kids.
Oh, I see. Does it make your marriage better?
Sorry, I'm sick all the time now. Marriage is tough. Worth it. Marriage is tough. Worth it. You gotta have kids. You gotta do it.
Okay, why? Is it because you made little humans that love you so much?
When I walk in a room, my boy and my girl say, "Get away, daddy. We want mommy." You gotta have kids, man.
Is it because it's fulfilling?
It fulfills up my whole calendar. Most days I can't even shower. You gotta have kids, man.
I'm starting to think I really don't.
Sometimes I stop and I think, like, will I regret it? Like, will there be a day? Am I 75 years old and I'm in a home, or I don't know who's taking care of me, and I go, damn, I wish I would have continued my legacy. I wish ultimately, a lot of people say, who's going to take care of you when you're older? Well, I go, who's here to take care of me? And the longer it goes on, the less I want to have kids. I think I'm safe here.
Yeah, and then at the end, like when you're getting a lot older, you could spend all that money. Who's that going to?
Well, that's the thing. I'll be able to. All the money I didn't spend raising kids, I'll be in like
a lot more money.
I'll be in the most lavish home of all time. I'll be in like the Margaritaville old folks home, just living it up.
I don't have the capacity to tell somebody they should or should not have kids because I really do believe it's a choice that everybody can make. If I didn't have kids, my life would be empty. My bank account would be ridiculously full.
Yeah, seriously, we are okay for like maybe the first time in forever after, getting somewhere in my career.
Yeah.
But like we're not rolling in it big time. And I wonder what would we spend so much damn money on Brody at this point. Like, I can't imagine you're feeding 2 or 3 kids and paying for food and events and all of that. We would go back to feeling like what it felt like when I barely had a job, I think.
Yeah, imagine if Brody was a kid. Now you're like, oh, what does he want to play football? And he wants to do this thing. And all that extra money is insane. And then you got to go to all those, no offense, those like boring recitals and all that type of stuff.
See, I don't
That's
know.
fun for you?
I think when because really the only thing we do is the hockey games. When that's over, I bet you I have like some problems. Like I bet you I have some really big holes in my life that I have to fill because we're there all the time. And when you look at like our friend group is not, it's really not even my own friend group from before I had kids. It's either the ones
And more donkeys. You're gonna have like probably buy a primate of some sort. You're gonna have a little chimp running around on the back of a donkey. Like you're really gonna. Have you seen Chimp Crazy? A lot of those people had kids that went away and they still needed some sort of living little human-like creature to take care of. I can totally see you becoming Monkey Lady.
I don't think so. I think the donkeys are taking care of that for me.
You'd like to think. I do have, because I knew that your nose ring, your words, not mine, maybe a small semblance of a midlife crisis. I found a list from Forbes, 15 signs that you've hit. Now, some of them are, I know for a fact, they do not apply to Danielle. Diz, please let me know if anything on the list applies to you, and I'll be honest as well. You're apathetic. You feel blah about everything on an ongoing basis.
I have experienced that recently.
Oh. Okay. Well, I appreciate your... bed every day.
I don't like this list.
Yeah. Is it making you peer into your soul?
This list is uncomfortable for me.
See, I actually thought that you were going to be like, no. But now I'm
tired.
worried.
I'm tired. I'm exhausted every day.
What time do you go to bed? What time do you wake up?
But the time I go to bed and sleep are different. 9:30.
Yeah.
I don't go to sleep till about 11.
That's like John, but a little earlier, right?
Yeah, about.
So, and I'm looking down this list and every single thing to a degree until number 8.
You're debating, but not taking action. If you find yourself debating which next step to take to improve your personal and professional life more than you are exploring them, it's time to change your behavior.
I will say that this always happened. This is like, I feel like if you are in a place, unless you're good to go, like if you're a go-getter, then you're always thinking about what's next. I feel that there is information overload. My Instagram knows that about me. So this person's telling me where I need to invest in real estate. This person's telling me how I need to run the gym and what I need to do to grow the business there. This person's telling me why I just need to buy an RV park and everything will be fine.
I get that.
Feels like a lot.
I think that we probably are pushed down this road more. I would also say, Diz, that these, me going back to push career, I think these are more tied. Like I'm looking back on this and go, well, this is exactly how I felt when I was part-time and felt like there was no, like, I think that you can obviously be feeling these things and it not be a direct correlation between this and having a midlife crisis.
Absolutely. Especially the dread getting out of bed. It's not that I dread going to my job, but I'm like, am I where I want to be type thing? Yes, you're absolutely right.
Sometimes it's like you can't see the forest through the trees. Like
Yes.
you can, I think in your position and in positions that people have been in the past, you know what you're working towards, but it's not like tangible. Like you can't, but you don't even know what it is that you're working towards really. And I think that's really, really tough when you have goals that aren't like crystal clear. Hey, do this, and this, and this, and everything.
Right? These are the financial goals that I can set for myself if I get to these points. And then you get to those points, you're like, well, now you're going to have to do all these things and you don't really get paid for this or that. This is where you're going to make money and you're just going to have to kind of keep killing yourself.
Yeah, so don't worry, Diz. You're
But it's
not,
so fun,
You're
guys.
not having a midlife crisis. They should have put in parentheses. You're having a midlife crisis, or you work in radio for any of these. You're willing to walk away from success.
I'm never willing to walk away from success.
Well,
I'm willing to try to stack on success, and that's a little risky sometimes, I think. But I'm not willing to ever walk away from success.
The only person I know who did that is Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
and he still went on to other success.
I think there's a certain level of power where you may do something that doesn't make sense to other people. 800-771-1025. A lot of people calling in. I don't know why, but let's find out who's going through a midlife crisis. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Nice to talk to you.
Pardon?
And I tell Diz, thanks for that information with hooking up with the females. It worked out really good.
Oh, wait. Go back. You were not on the air for the first part. Who are you?
My name is Matt, sir.
Matt, and what information did Dizzy give you about hooking up with females that worked so well for you?
He just told me just pay attention to them and be interested in what they're talking about.
I love Dizzy, and I'm so glad he helped you. But it took Dizzy on the radio. Pay attention to a woman to that was your secret. That was the secret.
In a slump. I was married for a long, and then I heard Dizzy. He's like, I need to talk to this gentleman.
Did you do like a private coaching class?
No, if I remember correctly, we were talking about a day. I think we were talking about Oklahoma, and then he called in and asked if there was any advice. Is that right?
That's right, sir.
I do remember it now. Hey, congrats on listening, bro.
Dude, you did something. That takes me back. That takes me back to that story we did that day that
That's
you brought
what
up,
I
Danielle,
thought.
about the taking notes.
Well, because I thought he was going there where he said he started taking notes on somebody, because that is actually really good advice from Diz. And I thought that's where you were going.
Well, thank you. And another thing on that,
real quick, before you go on, is it safe to say, did Dizzy get you laid? Have using those techniques, has that gotten a little stank on your hang down, mister? Dude, 2 kills.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you, Dizzy.
Hold on, Matt. Not at the same,
Yes, ma'am.
not overlapping each other, right? These are separated.
No, they're separated in the park.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
No,
I don't.
Nobody knows what you're saying.
Okay. Well, yeah, they're separated, but they don't know me. They don't know each other or nothing.
Okay,
but they're occurring. Like on Monday, you might hang out with number 1, and on Wednesday, you might be hanging out with number 2.
You are Dizzy.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
Well, that's my mentor.
Yeah. You got it. Thank you. He is your mentor, and you must listen to all of his ways. When you said in the park, you meant like the ballpark. You're not actually having sex with these women in the park,
He
are
meant
you?
the trailer park.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking in the trailer park.
I told you.
Oh, man.
I told you.
Hey,
call
it
whisper.
still works.
Yeah, hey, a win's a win, dog.
Yeah, and you must give credit. Every woman you bang from here on out, you must call in and give Dizzy public credit for what he's done for you in your sex life.
Okay, and I appreciate you guys. You guys are very nice. Okay. And then one more question is, it's like, you want to have some kids, probably get another Brody and see what that happens. Like, you got one dog and another dog. You would love it, man. You'd probably be a good dad.
Everybody says that. Oh, you don't think I'd be a good dad?
No, I don't think that's a good comparison. I think that's a terrible comparison.
No, it's funny because I was looking at the chat and a lot of people saying, "Oh, John's biological clock is ticking. Oh, he's thinking about it. Oh, once you start thinking about it, it's game over." I've always thought about it. I don't take any decision in my life lightly, and this is probably the biggest decision that one could ever make. So this didn't start today, but we are at the point where if you're just a realist, you realize if you were going to do it. I say that though, but these old sons of bitches, like Mick Jagger's having kids. He's 80 years old.
Mo does.
Yeah,
Fisher does. Yeah.
You know the underrated element that I don't talk about enough when we talk about not having kids, and Danielle, you can speak directly to this. The torture that you put a woman through, the ripping, the tearing, the walking around with a child inside you for 9 months, just being miserable. Like I hate the idea of Danielle having to go through that. Is that wrong?
We're made for that.
That's what we do.
We're made for that.
I guess you're right. I have a million different reasons, but that's just.
I would never. I don't think I could give you an answer that wouldn't come off to somebody as like me telling you should have kids. I would never tell you that you need to have kids. I'm grateful that I do, and I think that as I get older, I have my kids to take care of me. I feel like I will have a second wave of life because my kids will then have kids. Like, I think for me, there's so many benefits and things I already love, things I look forward to. There's things I'm like dread, like I'm super sad about. I don't want my kids to grow up. I don't want them to not want to be around me anymore, but it's like the ebb and flow of all the emotions you have. I don't know.
I feel like so I've been on the fence of like, I want a family, I want my own kids. But now playing the role of the cool uncle, there's something to that.
It doesn't get any better. It doesn't get any better than that. I wish he was closer. I wish I could do it like on a daily basis.
I don't think you do. I think that would get tiresome for you.
Maybe somewhere in between where it is now and every day. I think, if it could be once a month, twice a month, we could be together and do stuff. I'd like to be more
active.
Like a positive influence in his life. Like when we're together, I think I can instill things in him, and obviously his parents do a good job, but I just wish I could be more of like have deeper meaning in his life.
Does his dad like wrestling and stuff?
Not
really,
much,
right? He
not
got
as
that
much
from
as
Uncle
I
John.
do. Yeah, not as much as I do.
This is the one we told about Chris Benoit, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Yeah, great job.
Oh, you told him what really happened?
Dude, you don't know that story?
The one bad thing I've ever done in 9 years of being an uncle.
So heinous. It's so bad.
Dude, the messed up part is I think I told him when he was like 4 or 5 years old. And I really don't.
And he took his family out?
Well, the thing is that we were going through his favorite thing to do still to this day is to like get out all of his wrestlers and like talk about each individual wrestler. Like he'll pull it out, and it's like all generations. Like, oh, this is Sting, and I'll say, oh man, when he was at Bash of the Beach in 1998, and he beat like stuff like that.
You would give him the facts.
Yes, and then he pulls out a Chris Benoit, and I go, oh man, do you know what happened with this guy? He murdered his whole family and then killed himself.
Why would you?
And then, dude, like less than 24 hours later, I got a call from my mom, and she goes, What did you tell him?
Because he's going around telling everyone the new fact he learned?
It scared him. I mean, long story short,
of course,
I guess a 4 or 5 year old is that's probably a little too. So my mom called. She said, "I need you to understand that we're changing the story, and that we're going to tell him something else happened." And the funny thing is I don't know if it was before or after they changed the story, but my brother called me and they were out driving, and he was messing with him, like acting like he was going to like swerve the car.
Oh, no.
And he goes, "Oh, no, not like Chris Benoit."
Oh, no. John's over there spinning facts like, Chris Benoit, do you know? He had a happy family, just like you, Trent. And his dad, just like your dad, was so in love, and then one day he just killed everyone and himself. That's the story you told him.
I do feel that's my one L. I don't think I've done many things. Like I let him listen to Limp Bizkit when he's here, which he's not supposed to do.
Got to give him
just little things like that I think are fun and funny and that he'll remember. But I did probably go too hard too early on Chris Benoit murdered his whole family and himself.
It is funny that we don't realize like how much of like unintentional snitches kids are.
Yeah.
Because I remember my cousin, he was like a big bro to me, and he would drive around speeding. One time taking me to my game, and I remember telling my dad, like, there was this car that got so far ahead of us, and then we sped and caught up to them, and then I remember my cousin coming later, he's like, dude, what are you doing? Shut up. Like, why are you telling them everything?
Yeah.
Kids are snitches.
It really is. And even when you think they won't, they will. When I think I told the story, but when I first got the Bronco, I went out and picked up Trent, and I was like the first week I had, I'm like, let's go find something to do, So we are out in the woods out by my parents, and I couldn't really find a place like off the beaten path. And we go down this one-track dirt road, and there's a huge no trespassing sign. And immediately he's like, no, we can't go. And I said, it's going to be fine. And don't tell anybody. So we get back onto this dirt road, and I'm doing donuts, and I'm jumping through the mud puddles and stuff. And he's kind of having fun. And then sure enough, like as soon as he gets away from me when we get back to the house, my brother goes, Trent told me you almost flipped the Bronco while you were in the no trespassing area. And that's, I guess, loyalty to your parents, Danielle, is all you can really ask for in this life.
It's not even loyalty to your parents. It's just they don't have the understanding of covering things up or lying. Like, it's that innocence of kids. They don't know that yet. They don't know not to, like, share the details of their day.
That's good. And I don't like to think of it as lying, even though it technically is. Like, sometimes you just got to have just gotta have cool things with your uncles, and and it's just a fun thing to do.
I think maybe honoring a no trespassing sign would be smart, because think about the other no trespassing signs he could come across in life. Oh, Uncle John told me it was okay this one time in the woods.
What is he raising, a pussy?
Yeah,
nephew?
that's the thing. Thank you.
Maybe at this house.
There's a gray area there. Like, I think sometimes you've got to walk past the no trespassing signs. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to dig into that thing. How could it be anything else but America, baby? Yesterday was a big, big day in the world of sports. A big, big day when it comes to the USA. And we're going to focus mostly on that. Some people are mad about a couple things. We'll dig into that as well. Shout out to the homie Dylan Catrone, by the way. We're going to have him in studio next week, I believe. He is going to be performing at his first Reggae Rise Up. He's the pride of Bradenton, Florida, and he's absolutely blowing up. So I'll be excited to get him back, hopefully in the mix. We'll talk USA and hockey coming up next for that thing. Wild Fork Foods. I will tell you, the one thing that I am enjoying, as I say, I've left myself devoid of all joy, is some good, freshly grilled protein. Over the week, I put a couple pieces of salmon on the smoker, the Alaskan sockeye from Wild Fork. I did some of those pasture-raised chicken breasts, which are delightful. And I also smoked a tri-tip last night. I love to snack on that all week long. They have everything you're looking for and more, with the sides, the sauces, the desserts to go right along with it. You can order online and get it delivered right to your front door. Become a member. It's $2 a month. And then the shipping is completely free, or just go shopping. West Chase, South Tampa, and St. Pete, right on 4th Street North. WildForkFoods.com. We love you.
Small town living makes a cowboy giddy up to something. You can come with me.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Stream Real Raw Radio live anytime on the free 102.5 The Bone app.
Are your investments in the right accounts? What's best, traditional or Roth? Are you receiving all available tax deductions? Are you paying as little in tax as you can? These are all questions you can't afford to get wrong. Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth, and in many cases, it's not what you make, but it's what you keep that makes the real difference. Trajan Wealth and Trajan Tax work closely together exclusively. No more guessing about whether you should do a Roth conversion, or if maxing out your 401k is really the best option. Our nationally recognized fiduciary advisors and CPA team work in tandem to make sure your tax strategy works with your investment strategy. We'll even do your tax preparation. One team, one strategy. Isn't it time for a second opinion? Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
I'm Dan Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Last year, millions of people called us for representation. Why? Because trust grows when you win, and we've won a lot. Over $30 billion and counting. When you call America's largest injury law firm, you're calling a family. You're calling an army. Our army. You're calling somebody who will fight for you. Injured? Let our family fight for your family. Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Injured? Dial Pound Law.
Offices Tampa, St. Petersburg.
All Americans should do what they can to prepare for the future. Donald Trump Jr. here with an important message. More and more Americans are looking for ways to diversify their hard-earned money. And gold is the perfect solution. For example, a gold IRA from my trusted friends at the Birch Gold Group lets you diversify your IRA or 401k into physical gold with zero taxes and zero penalties. You stay in control with a tangible asset that's held value for thousands of years. And right now, Birch Gold is offering a free info kit to help you understand how it works. Just text the word SECURE, SECURE, to 989898. There's no pressure, no obligation, just the facts. You can't predict the future, but you can be prepared, but only if you educate yourself. So take that first step right now. Text SECURE to the number 989898 today. That's SECURE to 989898.
You could win a new Corvette Z06 at the Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet. The best Corvette we've ever raffled. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community right here at home. Enter online at StingrayChevroletRaffle.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah. Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
You might know nothing, but at least you'll know that thing. Brought to you by Just Call Mo, Tampa's injury attorney. That thing. It's time for That Thing right now on Senning Show.
1, 2, you know what to do.
Just doesn't kick in enough right off the get, so I had to pick another patriotic song for this conversation. We will dig into Freebird at some point. We have to. Welcome back to Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy. Danielle is hanging out with us bonus time this week. Thank you for being here, Danielle.
Thanks for having me.
And before we dig into some USA hockey, please, if you have not yet, you've got to go check out the Kava Social Club in downtown Bradenton. If you live in St. Pete specifically, you may think to yourself, I got to go over the Skyway. It always blows my mind how quickly I can make it down to the Kava Social Club. And Diz, you spent a lot of time down there. They got a great thing going.
Yeah, I love it out there. One of the things I'm really interested in trying, and I have to get out there very soon to try it, is Bodie's been pushing these Florida
Boys lifted
drinks.
lemonade.
Yeah. And they said it's all homegrown, and it's it's like grandma's old recipe.
Yeah, I guess it's their grandma's lemonade recipe with high dose THC, which if that's not a hell of a time. The Tiki Hut out back is beautiful.
Yep.
The Kava and Kratom, they put love into it. It's a special place.
Yeah, mixed daily, so it's always new batches. You're not getting some old batch from last week. It's fresh, bro. I definitely have a favorite drink there. I don't know about you.
Ooh, what is it?
But I get the caramel kava coffee all the time.
Ooh.
And I will slam those, like at least 3 of those, and be upticked the whole time.
When I'm there, he always gives me a bunch of stuff, but there is this like tropical fruit punch kava drink that he gives me that just has me feeling so nice. It makes my tongue kind of numb, and I absolutely love it. So check them out on your social medias at Kava Social Club. And you can go to their website, look at the whole rundown of events at thekavasocialclub.com. Bodie and Sarah, the absolute best, and tease a little surprise. Maybe if you feel like crossing the bridge is too much, I would say stay tuned for what's next.
I'm excited for the news they have coming up, man.
Small spoiler. Dude, what would it take, Danielle, for us to get you to drink even a quarter of a can of a Lifted Boys lemonade on the air? You wouldn't do it.
Less than you think.
Oh, yeah?
It would take less than you think. But I would probably need to arrange to have, transportation home.
Oh, yes.
We will get Tom the Tree Guy to take
no.
But that's alcohol, or what is that?
No, that's THC.
Okay. Well, here's the thing.
Oh, wow.
Here's the thing.
Wow.
As we have been exploring about different, details of my life, I'm trying to find a little bit of balance in some places.
Oh.
And so I'm open to the fact that there may be things out there that are helpful that I may not be open to. Oh. But I told you about my out of office.
Well,
really
you did, but we didn't ever. I believe at the time it was not something you were willing to share publicly.
I will share this.
Yeah.
So I was really, really having a hard time sleeping. It's better now, but I would go to bed at night and I just had imagine your computer and all the tabs you have open on the busiest day of the year. That was my brain every night going to sleep, and I was desperate to find a way to just knock myself out and sleep. So someone had mentioned they had these gummies. They're called Out of Office. Yep. And she's like, if you could she said 2 is the dose, but you would probably just take 1 and then you can go to sleep. So I'm like, okay. So I took 1. And my thought was I would take it and I would go to sleep. And then I'd wake up and I'd be rested and I'd be refreshed and ready to start my day. This is not what happened. The next day, I woke up.
High as hell.
I was still out of office. I called Derek and I said, okay, hold on. As I'm taking the boys to school that very day, we found a hairless dog in the middle of the room. Do you remember the dog?
Was the day.
I was here.
Were you not here that day?
Was that the dog you saved?
The circus dog.
Yeah.
Remember we ended up finding the
owner called?
Yes.
I was here.
Oh, that was
when
the
I
day?
was out of office. I called Derek and I said, hey,
I don't know if this is real or not, but there's a bald dog in the road. I think I'm hallucinating.
I said, I have a naked dog in my car right now. And he goes, what are you talking about? I said, I'm saving this dog, but I have a bigger problem than that. And he goes, what? And I said, I'm still out of office. And he goes, well, what do you mean? I said, Derek, there's me. There's all my responsibilities that I have to do to close out this week. And there were many of them. I said, there is a curtain that I can't walk through to get to those responsibilities. And now there's a dog that I have to find a home for because I'm only able to take it to the pound is the only option anyone's giving me.
You need a shaman.
So that was my experience. So I'm very open to if there's something, but I'm also, it was 5 milligrams.
Yeah,
that is insane.
It was 5.
That is insane.
I was out of office for almost 24 hours.
I wouldn't eat anything less than 20, or 25.
Oh, yeah. If somebody gave me, that was another thing, too, that I think I did do over the weekend that made it worse was I took 2 25s, I think on Saturday, because I have like little capsules because I didn't want to have gummies. And it just made me mad. It just made me, it made me want to eat. It made me want to drink. It made me want to do more. And I was just high and hungry. It is tough. And I hear Mike Calta talking about it because he started with the gummies.
Yep.
And he talks about how he wakes up and he's just like in zombie mode.
I hate. I don't want that.
Well, he got his from Joey. Joey has high dosage, just like me and John would take. And it sounds like he didn't help him at all. Like, you should take half or a little and work your way up, microdose it in a sense. He's just like, eat the whole thing, you idiot.
There is something to that feeling that I don't like. Like, I tell people sometimes I could probably be less likely to have a hangover with a few strong drinks than I would be with one strong edible. Like that thing, it definitely can linger on you. And I don't know. I think Diz, I think you're gonna have to twist her one up and have her get it old fashioned style into the lungs.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea.
What about a vape?
I've done it before. It's just not my thing in high school.
Oh, see,
couple times in high school.
That doesn't
but
count.
I also
As
one
an
time
adult, it's different.
when after I was working in radio, I don't know if I was like hired at the time, but we had another intern, Max, that worked with me.
They even had vapes back then?
No, it's worse. He made brownies.
Oh.
And I knew it was in the brownies, but I also had no idea how
potent they were.
I had no clue. And I love brownies. I ate 2 of them. I ate 2 brownies.
You can't, like, if he's like, all right, I'm putting 5 grams in here, you can eat one that has 4 point something in it. You know what I mean?
That is the thing. A street batch is like, you don't know what you're getting.
Yeah.
I did not. I knew to ask no questions. I asked no questions. The brownies tasted great. I had one, and I was still hungry. I had another.
Oh, jeez.
We went to the Improv that night,
that
and
would've
Theo
been fun.
Vaughn was there, who I absolutely love, is so funny. My entire goal the whole night we were there was to remember why people were laughing at the end of the joke. I had absolutely no idea. I couldn't remember my name barely. And so these are the things.
I love that. That's what I'm always shooting
like
for.
The one-off little experiences I've had have really shaped me into the very cautious person that I am today.
But you said you're not smoking, right?
Not right. Well, I'm not
How
totally
many days?
not. But I mean, I've been now, this has been a stretch of 3 days.
So when he hits it again, like in the next however many days, he's going to feel it.
Yeah. Imagine a lifetime with nothing, and then all of a sudden you. That's the thing. Much like you guys do, at with the business that you're in, I'd like to see Diz put together like almost like a workout plan where it's like, on this day of the week we're going to start you with a 0.5 milligram, and then on the following day you're going to do 2 tokes of a vape cartridge, followed by another 0.2 milligrams. Like, I really think that we can get your dosage hammered in, and you could find joy and love and peace in
There
this.
would be no vaping. There would be absolutely no smoking. I'm not putting smoke in my lungs, and I think there's way, way, way too much about vapes that people just don't know yet. So I'm not touching either.
We'll find a plan that works for you. I'll work through this with you. Find something that you're comfortable with.
Dude,
and
I'm
we'll
hearing
get through this
you're
together.
cutting your own commercial.
Yeah.
Here at Dizzy's Diagnostics, we build a plan that works for you.
You just heard the dating confessional. You could be the dank confessional.
Have you taken a gummy before and woke up in the middle of the night not knowing where you are? Well, not with Dizzy's Diagnostics. I'll find out what you need and how much you need, and we'll get you properly high. I think there's onto something.
I don't think I want to do that.
All right.
One's up behind the net. And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around McCarr. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold. Jack Hughes beating Jordan Bennington.
It was a spectacle to see, and something about it taking place on the anniversary, 46 years to the day of the Miracle on Ice. It was very, very special. Des, I have to ask you first. Multiple people have messaged me and asked me this, and I don't know if you talked about it specifically with JP. Like, is there any semblance of anything for Canada, or you know, like, do you feel pain or sorrow or sadness or
like in this
specific incident?
Who were you rooting for when you
USA? All the time.
Okay.
All the time, I always root for USA. When I was engaged and I was even living up in Canada, and the Olympics would come on, my ex would be like, "Why are you rooting for USA?" I go, "I started sports in America. I lived most of my life in America. I root for America. That's just how it is." Now, I'll be happy for Canada as long as they're not playing America. You playing for America, it's the red, white, and blue, baby.
Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah, I love to hear it. And it is crazy because it kind of made you realize in that moment, and I'm not gonna ruin it all, but I'll at least shine a light on things that maybe tarnished it. In that moment, it really was a feeling that I don't know we get a lot in modern day. Like, there was this just overwhelming feeling. I know that people across all belief systems and religions and political affiliations, all in that moment, were like proud of America, and we're proud to see that happen on their television screen. And it just felt really, really cool, not only from the hockey perspective, but just the American perspective. And obviously with the women winning gold as well, there's just something really, really special about this time. I would imagine at your house, Danielle, it was a waking up, there was like a party going on at your house.
We did a pucks and pancakes party, so I went and I made pancakes for everybody. We kept two of our cousins, not my cousins, my niece and my nephew. 3 of the kids in the house did not care, but myself, Derek, and our oldest son.
Of course.
My body left my seat and I questioned it for a second. I thought I saw it, and then I wasn't sure. And it's like when I cheer for a goal at my son's game that doesn't happen, I'm super embarrassed. I thought that was about to happen, and then it's just, no, it's real.
It is real. I bet you I have the most unique place that anybody watched the winning goal.
Jacuzzi.
Nope. I watched it in the lumber department of the Home Depot.
Oh man!
I was. Our plan was to go to the new flea market over here, but it started pouring rain as soon as we pulled in.
In Derby, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Danielle was like, "Oh, I want to go get this stuff from Home Depot and look at this and this and this." And I'm looking at the time on the game. I'm like, "Okay, we can do it." And then I thought I was going to make it home, but we spent a little more time at Home Depot, and she was perusing, and I had it right there on my phone when they scored the goal.
So did you see Jack Hughes take the stick to the face where he actually lost his teeth?
I do. I want to bring up 2 things. That I have the audio of him talking about losing the teeth, and him just talking about America in general. But just as good as the win was, you know. First of all, I think there's this great debate happening right now, and I haven't heard a hockey player themselves say it. And you both, being from Canada and being so well-versed in the hockey community, Danielle, what would you rather do in your life if you only get – this would be a great question for Pat. If you only get to do one thing, would you rather win a Stanley Cup, or would you rather win a gold medal for your country?
I think it has to be gold medal.
Oh,
I think
really?
it has to be gold medal.
I don't know. To me, I would think that – I think that it could be split. I don't – just the Stanley Cup is such a long road.
Yeah.
Like putting your country on your back is everything, but also you look at the season, you look at the playoffs, there's so much more physical, tangible work that goes into winning a cup.
Yeah, I think it's the Stanley Cup, because I think if you're going for the gold, then it's like you could be from a country that will never be in the conversation. So it's not really attainable at all. So what's the point of that being a goal? I think it works more if it's like in soccer that I love. A World Cup is the highest thing because it only comes around 4 years and it's a bigger competition.
But man, the players on that team will always have that to unite them. And they're not every person in the NHL. Every person in the NHL has a chance at winning a Stanley Cup. Not every person in the NHL has a chance to get a gold medal because they're not going to get sent.
I guess that's kind of the counterpart to that is
its own journey. Yeah. And you got to think about, like, I'm watching USA and I'm watching the Tkachuk brothers, and they're on the same bench as Jake Gensel, and I know that they're like beating the crap out of each other, and now they got to figure it out and become teammates. Like, I just think you're right in terms of like the longevity of a season. There's so much more that goes into it, but the mental game, what you have to do to even be considered to play on that team at that level, and then what you then have to mentally overcome with these people who you're sometimes just wanting to bash their face, and you probably go right back to wanting to bash their face, and again when you leave the ice. It's just a different game, I think.
It is pretty interesting to see moments like that. Like, I don't know if you remember the iconic moment in the basketball way back with Kobe and Gasol.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, they're on the same
Yeah,
team,
yeah.
and he told his teammates, first play, I'm running right through this guy's chest. And they're like, no, you're not. You play with this guy all the time.
Yeah.
Sure enough, he did. And that set the tone. So I get what you're saying. That does make a great counterpoint.
It's funny, too, because in the main reason, I think it's a fun debate to have, Stanley Cup versus gold medal. What they will not do to you if you win, if you lose the Stanley Cup final, is bring you just as much as I loved watching the goal scored in the winning of the game. I loved watching the Canadians have to be ushered back out on the ice for a silver medal, which again, mad props. A lot of people will never win a silver medal. If you think anybody on that team was super hyped for getting a silver medal, I got something else to tell you. But greater than that was I don't know if either of you even know why they're there. I should have looked it up today.
I do.
The stuffed animal presentation.
I think it has to do, and this is literally me speculating. So if somebody else knows differently, I could be wrong. But I remember as we were listening, they were talking about some Pokemon like commentary show or something having to do with Pokemon. Literally think it might be Pokemon characters that they were given.
Yeah, so they actually, I think it was either after they gave them the silver medal or not, they go one by one and they present the Canadians with these stuffed animals right on the ice. And the look on some of their faces when they got these stuffed animals in their hands, like it was...
Nate McKinnon was my favorite.
Was that the guy who looked like he was going to visibly throw up in his mouth?
Yes, he can see, he knows he's on camera and he knows, and he takes it and he shows, gratitude to the person who gives it to him. But as soon as that guy moves to the next person, he's just like, what the hell? He looks at it, he's like, what the hell is this? There's going to be so many of them for sale on eBay, like Nate McKinnon's, stuffed animal that he doesn't want. I just, it's so funny.
And I do think that Jack Hughes has kind of become the poster boy of this run. Yeah. And I've got a couple different pieces of audio from him. The first, a lot of people gravitating to because of the patriotism and just speaking maybe in a way that you don't hear athletes speak all the time. And then more about his teeth.
This is all about our country right now. I love the USA. I love my teammates. It's unbelievable. The USA Hockey Brotherhood is so strong, and we have so much support from ex-players. I'm so proud to be American today.
This was such an incredible game to grind out. I mean, you're bleeding right through it just looking at you right now. Can you just talk about how difficult this gold medal was to win?
Unbelievable game by Hellebuck. He was our best player tonight by a mile. Unbelievable game. Unreal game by our team. That's just a ballsy, gutsy win. That's American hockey right there.
Yeah.
That's a great Canadian team, but we're USA. We're so proud to be Americans. Tonight was all for the country.
What does this gold medal mean to USA Hockey?
It's everything. Like I said, the USA Hockey Brotherhood means so much. Look at these guys. We're such a team. We've been together for 2 weeks. We're such a team. The USA Hockey Brotherhood is so strong, and we're so proud to win for our country.
And the Canadians not taking it well. Multiple reports of players saying USA was not the better team and that the overtime maybe was not right. It's a fairly simple mathematical way to win a hockey game. Whoever has the most points at the end wins. Like there's not really shots on goal. Everything else means nothing except what that final score is. And spoiler alert, the USA had more points than Canada.
Oh yeah, they sound like sore losers.
They do sound a little sore, I'd say. And that picture that is going around, I jokingly shared it on my Instagram story at John Senning of Jack Hughes with the tooth missing,
so good.
and the American flag around his shoulder. We're not even going to talk about how they were dropping the American flag on the ice. No need to point it out. But I posted it and said this needs to be the new dollar bill, and they asked him about his tooth.
From the best country in the world, and we got great dentists there too, so I'm lucky I'm American, and they're going to fix me right up.
Standing there listening to the anthem, what's going through your head?
Just so proud. I'm so proud to be American. I'm so proud of this group. I'm so happy that we could win. We have so many people here.
Have you had any lost teeth in your family yet from hockey?
Not yet. Dude. But we don't. So we go into, after this weekend is states. After the last game this weekend, it is over for me as the mom of a kid who can't get thrown into the boards legally.
Oh.
Yeah, he starts checking and he's like 65 pounds. And
yeah,
I don't even want to go to practices. I was at a meeting They use the words violence.
Oh.
They use the words buy the most expensive helmet you can find. And they said that we needed to buy the most expensive chest pads and elbow pads we could find as well.
Damn.
Out of all the things that can happen to you physically, like as far as injuries, something about the act of having your tooth knocked right out of your face feels like one of just the most painful, uncomfortable things you would have to deal with. And hockey players just have it in their DNA where it's a scrape on the elbow for the average person. Like losing a tooth and getting right back to it means nothing at all for those guys.
One of the kids that we've played with before, his dad played hockey and lost one of his front teeth, and it's a fake tooth. And he will make no bones about it. You'll just be eating dinner, and he'll just take it out, put it right on a napkin. And then his wife's like, "Oh my God, don't lose your tooth again," because he's like thrown it away before, and he'll just tell you how he lost it playing hockey.
Honey, don't lose your tooth again.
If my kids if my oldest son loses a permanent tooth, that would be upsetting because I'm not trying to he's not going to be in the NHL. So like if you're losing a tooth and you're not in the NHL, like that sucks.
Right away? Just that for a fact that he's not going to make it?
I know the mathematical odds, and I'm not a parent that thinks.
Well, you should
he's
say
very
that
good.
to him. You should say, if you lose a tooth, you have to make it to the NHL. Like the options of you not being a professional hockey player if you lose a tooth are gone.
How well do you think you're going to be able to take seeing him get slammed into the boards?
I do not know if I'm going to do practices. Like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to watch the practices.
I'm sure it gets easier.
Yeah.
It doesn't, because I have friends that are a couple of years in.
Well, once you get the first big hit out of the way, everything will be fine.
Every time he gets there, you're going to go, my baby, my baby.
In theory, the kids should know how to check, right? At this age, they now offer checking clinics. So you can go spend hours on the ice, learn how to deliver and how to take a check.
Wait, you saying at this age they should know?
At this age, they should start learning. And so by the time they get into that bantam level, that 14U level, they should be educated on the safe, quote unquote, safe and proper way to deliver and take a check. However, it's not mandatory. Like, it's not mandatory that you do those. So I think like little kids like mine are going to go so it can figure out how not to get killed. Yeah. But also the bigger kids may not. And then they may be the ones putting my kid in the wall. You know what I mean? Like
not for the faint of heart to be a hockey parent. So all of this happens. I'm watching it all, and I'm having this overwhelming feeling of just unity, and no matter who you are or what you believe, this is America, and we've done something good as America and as Americans, something we can all be proud of. And then the post-game celebration in the locker room takes place, which has given plenty of people plenty of things to be mad about. I'm not going to play the whole thing, but don't you know Donnie T was on the phone immediately, and here's a short clip of him chopping it up with the boys.
Watch 1 minute. 1 minute. And by the way, your goalie played not bad. How are you? Say hi. How are you? Say hi to him. How you doing, Don? I have seen hockey goalies have slightly worse games. Unbelievable, and you were all unbelievable. And that team is pretty good you played. I don't know if it's going to begin anytime soon, right? And, I tell you what, I just told my people 2 minutes ago, I didn't know they'd be calling. I said, we're giving the State of the Union speech on Tuesday night. I could send a military plane or something, but if you would like to, it's the coolest night, it's the biggest.
By the way, does anybody ever say the State of the Union is the coolest night? Like out of a million different things that these guys would like to do on the party journey that they're about to go on, going and sitting through what is undeniably one of the most boring, long, dumbass thing that we do in our political system, where people stand up and cheer, and then the other half acts like they're mad. I don't think that I would ever position the State of the Union quite like that.
We're in. Yeah.
And go figure, in just a second, Donald Trump is going to say something that everybody is very, very mad about today. Well, not everybody, but half the country.
Can you pick us up in Miami on Tuesday morning? Yeah, Tuesday morning. Go to the northern border. We'll get cash, and we'll get the military to get you guys over. Okay. I'm going to let's go. Boys are going to the State of the Union. The nice thing about being president is I can tell you, you don't have to worry about the weather or landing.
Hold on, I sent myself the separate isolated.
Watch 1 minute.
You tell me if you think this is
problematic.
If this is problematic. Stand by.
Everything is problematic right now in this country.
Yeah. Hold on.
We're would like to is the cool.
Boys are going to the State of the Union.
Hold on. I got to find it. I'm sorry.
But anyway, if you could work that out, I would be honored to have you. I'll introduce you to the whole.
I got it, boss. I got it.
Oh, sorry. Oh, wow. Oh, well, you both gave it to me. God, I thought this was the exact clip. Needless to say, he makes a reference like, I've got to invite the women too. Just so you know, I would be impeached if I didn't invite the women as well. And they, obviously the room kind of erupts with laughter when he says that. That on top of the fact that Kash Patel, the head of the FBI, was in the locker room pounding beers. Ugh. And I'm glad you said it first, because I hated it.
Yeah.
I don't know why that was necessary at all. In the day and age that we live in, everybody can believe exactly what they want. And I'm not saying I disagree with anybody who hates this president and everything that it represents. But just knowing the culture of America, why would you take a moment like that and even put a tinge of political affiliation into it? And if we really wanted to dig deeper, a large portion of this country feels like the FBI isn't doing anything or enough in regards to the Epstein list. Hate to take it down that route, but it's on a lot of people's minds. So to see the head of the FBI in that room pounding beers and aggressively celebrating, it was the only little glimmer of a black eye, for lack of a better term, on the whole event, because I just didn't know why it had to happen.
Yeah, I hate when anyone who's not directly related to the team is in the locker room celebrating and kind of taking that moment away from these guys. Like, I remember way back, Kevin Hart tried to make his way to the podium when Philly was, got their Super Bowl, and they pushed him to the side, as they should. You're not part of this team, bro. Like, let them celebrate.
I agree.
Yeah.
That is all. I mean, I think that's either side, though. It's not, I'm not saying Republican.
No, it's not. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's just, it should be the people who work so hard to get there. Let them have their time. Let them have their moment. Like,
and I don't know who is control ultimately. I do know that, just from a political affiliation, I think there are a lot of guys on the Team USA that probably are friendly to the cause of Donald Trump in general. It seems, at least. But I'm surprised there wasn't one person that oversees USA hockey to say, you know what, we want these clips to be shared. We want the focus to be on the boys. We want to be the focus to be on winning a gold medal, and we don't want even there to be. We want this to be above reproach, beyond reproach, in that there's nothing bad you could say about this, but America in respecting your country and loving your country. And once you add in a political figure, which that's what Kash Patel is, whether we like it or not, I just think now you've taken a moment and you've opened it up for debate. You've opened up, should he have been there? He did have to put up a post on social media for the very concerned media. Yes, I love America, and was extremely humble when my friends, the newly minted gold medal winners on Team USA, invited me into the locker room to celebrate the historic moment with the boys. Greatest country on earth, greatest sport on earth, he wrote on X, for everybody questioning why he was in the locker room at that moment.
He's supposed to be looking for someone right now. Meanwhile, he's like,
Yeah,
USA,
yeah,
USA, USA.
It's how did he get there? It's who paid for him to get there. It's all of those. It's all of those different things. So it's a bummer. I don't think that it outshines anything, but it just adds that little bit of conversation to the conversation that I'd like to not be having to have today, to be honest with you. Let's step aside for a moment. When we come back, this is one of my favorite conversations to have on the radio. I've been doing it with Drew for 7+ years. I think for some people, it's surprising when they hear the amount of folks that are affected by this. It's called sleep divorce. There's been articles, there's been studies about it, when the man and the woman who are married have to sleep in different bedrooms. Sometimes it's just comfort, but a lot of times it stems from one specific issue. Somebody in this room is living through it right now. We have audio live from the bedroom. Coming up next on Senning Show. Keep it locked right here to 102.5 The Bone. Before you know it, we'll be talking hurricane season, which means you got to be thinking about those windows and doors. And the best way to go is Reese Windows and Doors. This is a family-owned company. They've been doing it for over 50 years. And while we're on the topic, all these products are made in the USA, USA, USA. Often installed in less than 8 weeks, and they want to give you an opportunity to win $25,000 in new windows. All you got to do is text WOW, W-O-W, to 20129. That's WOW to 20129. You can also get a free quote today at reesewindows.com. Don't go anywhere.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone.
Our listeners rock. We are feeling very humble today after a 24-hour broadcast benefiting Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. It shows the power of the people listening to the radio in Tampa Bay. Thank you so much. We could not have done this without you.
Thank you so much for donating to this wonderful cause. It means so much to patients like me.
Not only does it help the treatments for these kids, it also helps the toys and activities.
Thanks to everyone at Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital, the incredible staff here, and our own staff.
It's Mike Calder from 102.5 The Bone, and we want to say thank you. We've raised over $200,000 for Johns Hopkins All Children's Hospital. All in for all children.
Car accident? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
If your heating or cooling system is on the fritz, call me, Bob from Badger Bob Services. We've got over 100 technicians on the road ready to help. From toilet and dishwasher issues, tripping breakers, and even washer and dryer repair, Badger Bob's does it all. Proudly serving Tampa and the Sun Coast. Go to BadgerBobs.com and give us a call. Badger Bob's. Funny name, but we're serious about service. It's who we are. BadgerBobs.com.
License CAC 1-815-977, CFC 1428238, and EC 130092994.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactile. Listen to me and mark your calendar now for Sunday, March 15th for Sharkapalooza, Second Amendment Festival and Range Day. It's a try before you buy, an all-you-can pew-pew experience featuring some of the biggest names in the game, like Genesis Arms, Sons of Liberty, Staccato, 6 Hour, Exigent Defense, Dead Air Silencers, and more. Limited tickets are still available online now at sharkcoasttactical.com. This event will sell out. Purchase your tickets now and join us at Guncraft Range in Ruskin, Florida for our full-scale range day. Test fire guns and suppressors from your favorite firearm brands in the industry.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks, canceling passports. Even your home or business could be at risk. But here's what they don't tell you. The IRS has powerful tax relief programs that could save you thousands if you qualify. That's why smart people call Optima Tax Relief, America's #1 tax resolution firm. Nobody knows these programs like the experts at Optima. Their team of tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $2 billion in tax debt for people just like you. The IRS is not stopping, so don't wait and don't take them on alone. For tax help you need, for tax help you can trust, call Optima today for a free consultation.
783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
To Senning Show. I am John Senning. He is Dizzy. Danielle's hanging out with us.
Hello.
Find a way to get involved. We're about to give away, hopefully, some prizes. Oh, I think I got it. We're about to give away some prizes. Shout out to Mike Olivero. We've got, it's a hell of a list. Universal Mardi Gras tickets. I believe Drew is going to be broadcasting live out there this Friday. We've got tickets to see Kid Rock with Big and Rich May 30th. Oh, damn, we're stocked and locked here. And we've got weekend passes to Reggae Rise Up taking place at Vinoy Park March 12th through the 15th. So all of those will be on the line. You just have to share your story of sleep divorce. I'd like to find the people that maybe the transition to sleeping in different beds with your partner was the trickiest, or somebody who's been doing it for the longest period of time. If you and your beloved have not slept in the same room for 5-10 years, that might just win you a prize. 800-771-1025. Diz, if I had to guess, just a guess, you're not a snorer.
I think if it's one of those things, if I'm really, really tired and if I'm laying on my back, I will snore. But if not, you might get a little buzz from me here and there, but not like where you could be like, I can't get no sleep.
Never a partner who was like, dude, I can't do it anymore.
No.
Something's going on here.
No.
It's funny because I have, it's like shocking to me that I am a snorer.
Why?
Well, just because
you give snoring vibes.
He really does.
Thank you. But it's, when I think of snoring, I think of, like my dad, epic snorer, like to the point to where the
You think he's
walls,
dying,
the
right?
walls
Yeah.
would be rattling, and then there's the snoring where there's a steady snore, and then there's the type of snore where it does seem like they're dying, and they can even wake themselves up, and they do that whole almost like they're gasping. They're gasping for life, really. Somebody in this room, I don't know if they're headed for a sleep divorce or if they're just working their way through it. But maybe I could just share some audio. Is that a good way to set this up? Yeah. Is that okay? All right. Let's just play this audio here. We'll try and figure out from whose bedroom this came from. Hold on. Let me turn down a little Freebird, which you won't hear me say very often. Here you go. I didn't even get to the end of it, which.
Okay, not bad so far.
Little crank up.
Yeah. Sounds like a creaky door.
Can you turn on your side? Or no? So bad, I don't like it.
Spoiler alert, that is from Danielle's bed. And that is the rugged man that we all love so much, her husband, Derek. Now, before you say what happened here and what you may do to fix it, I've heard you telling other people, your technique. And Danielle tells me that this works. Sometimes she says she'll just brush me. And like it doesn't even wake me up, but just enough. Something must happen in the brain to where when you just touch somebody or like knock them out of their rhythm, it's enough to take the snoring away. Clearly, was this last night?
This was last night, and that is typically my first action, right? Like because I do believe it disrupts some sort of brain activity, doesn't wake him up, but he just knows and adjusts, and we're good. Then I'll give him a little push. and then I will stiff arm. That's the third. I'll stiff arm. Last night, what you're hearing was at 5 something this morning.
You made it to the morning.
Yeah, it had been happening all night long. And I had done many different things. I had woke him up multiple times. I asked him to turn on his side multiple times. I stiff armed him. I stole his covers because he doesn't like to be
that's a
chilly
good
at
one.
night.
That's a nice one.
Nothing. I should have moved upstairs. I should have left and gone.
Do you do that from time to time?
No, I was warm, and no, I don't, because why should I? I'm not causing a problem
Oh,
here.
you're kicking him out. Yeah, it's also interesting. I don't know what makes snoring happen.
I think that he has some sort of sleep apnea, because when you're describing the where you go,
yeah, he does
sometimes
that.
I've heard it. I haven't heard it recently, but it scares me. Where I hear it and then I don't hear any breathing.
Oh, jeez.
And then it's like he's trying to catch up.
He's so skinny and so fit.
He's.
I don't think that matters.
Well, see, I guess I'm just wrong. I assumed that there had to be like extra weight and bad habits. Like I know that my mom has always said, like when my dad drinks, like that, like if he has a couple drinks, that cranks it up to the next level. So this man is straight edge. He's working all day. He's probably just so deeply asleep because he works so damn hard.
He is also sick. He is sick.
Okay.
So he had to sleep on his back. And that's why I asked him to please move to his side, because I was done with him sleeping on his. I even asked him last night, because this is the second consecutive night of this. The night before, he had taken like a NyQuil to go to sleep.
Office.
I said, please take a Dayquil. Please be lucid enough for me to be able to disrupt your brain so that you can, I want the cold symptoms to go away, but I want you to be aware if I need you to stop snoring. And it did not work.
Nicole, big snorer, when we were dating. And before I was dating her, I used to date this girl. We called her Mercedes. And I learned kind of something that Danielle did is the nudging. But I would pretend like I'm still asleep and I'm like twisting around, and I would accidentally like elbow the hell out of this girl till she woke up, and then keep turning to act like, oh, I'm just turning around.
Yeah, we're just turning.
I'm not awake.
I'm not shaking the bed. I'm just moving around. Well, and it's funny because I found a fairly new article from the Today Show. When people love each other but dread bedtime together, a sleep divorce may be the solution. 1/3 of couples say their partner's snoring, loud breathing, or gasping for air interrupts their sleep, according to a new global sleep survey. Women, go figure, seem to be more affected. 20% say their partner disrupts their sleep every night, compared to the 11% of men who have the same complaint. Phone lines are full. Let's find out who else is in a similar situation. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hey, man. Vroom, vroom. Ross Chastain. How you doing?
My guy. What's up, buddy? How are you?
Hey, good. I want to set up for March 3rd after the weigh-in, man. Casual clam, and we're going to bring some food into you guys, so we have to figure out the procedure.
I love it. Let's make it happen. Yeah, once I do this weigh-in with Pat Maroon, I'm not going to go off the rails, but I'm going to eat a couple things that I've been wanting to eat, and a big old bowl of Clambo from the Casual Clam surely sounds like a delight, Paul. So I appreciate you looking out, man, and we'll get in touch and make it happen.
Okay, peace, man. Later.
Yeah, good, Ross Chastain. We're going to talk about it later.
Yes.
He was almost there. Almost there. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Hello?
Hey, who's this?
Yeah, my name is Jamie.
Hey,
How
Jamie.
you doing today?
Doing pretty damn good. Are you
Good.
sleep divorced?
Hey, you're talking about not sleeping together. Mine didn't happen because of anything physical or medical or anything like that, but after moving down here from Illinois, I got a job that literally would call me all the time. So I finally just said, I'll just go sleep on the couch. You know, my phone would go off.
Well, that is understandable. You're a hardworking man. I don't know if it qualifies.
On the couch.
Yeah.
That's where I ended up on Saturday night going into Sunday morning, because I mentioned we had the cousin sleepover. There was not a mattress in the house. So I, at Sunday morning, 5:30, I just I grabbed my stuff off the bed and I just
aggressively
stomped. Yeah, I wanted him to hear me. I wanted him to hear I had to leave. He didn't.
I went to this tournament. I told you in Fort Myers. I was rooming with my pops.
Oh man! Does the Olive Man? Does he rip?
I went in the room, and because I got in there late, I drove up there, and when I got in the room, I went, "Ha, good one," because I thought he heard me and was faking a snore. It was so bad, and I was talking to my mom with it, and she goes, "Yeah, we haven't slept in the same room for a while." Because of that, because he's so loud with his snoring. She goes, I cannot sleep.
I think my in-laws are probably officially sleep divorced. And you just reminded me of a very funny story. We went to a concert. Me and my dad, we went and saw Brian Wilson at the amphitheater, and then we got the hotel right across the street from the amphitheater.
Yeah.
So we go out, we did some pre-drinking, and then we went to the show all night long. And, I don't live that far away, but wanted to make sure that we didn't have to drive. So we go back to the hotel. My dad zonks out immediately. It's probably like midnight. Dude, at 3 o'clock in the morning, I woke up and I felt so bad, but I left. I said, I cannot do this. So I had to send him a text and be like, dude, I'm sorry that I left, but I had to leave your ass there. Sharing a hotel room with your dad, not for the faint of heart.
No, I wanted to go sleep in my car. You're not wrong. It's that bad. I think I eventually just sandwiched my head between pillows and I gradually fell asleep.
Do you feel like, Danielle, that it's just the idea of not sleeping in the same room that is like bothersome to you, rather than just like ripping off the Band-Aid and saying, this is my sleep room, this is your sleep room? Is it just like, that doesn't feel right to not be snuggling with your beloved?
It does not feel right. And we don't snuggle. We have separate sides of the
bed. Who snuggles these days anyways?
The dog sleeps between us. But that is to me the way I want it to be. So I am heavily considering sleep separation this week. I did tell him it probably happened tonight. I think he should be the one to sleep in a different room because I'm not the one causing problems. I would like to sleep in my own bed.
He can make himself his own little man cave bedroom with all the things that
But I don't want that all the time. I don't know why. I don't know if it's like if it's just a.
Well, I think it's a good thing that you're holding on to it. It just may not matter.
I'm open. I'm open to a couple of nights.
Yeah, but maybe get a schedule going. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Dale.
Hey, Dale, what's up, buddy? You sound like a snorer, big guy.
Hey, sorry. No, I was just calling about the being sleep divorced.
How long?
Me and my wife have been married for 20 years, and we haven't slept in the same room for about 19 of them.
No. and I hate to throw you under the bus, but that's because of you.
No, definitely my wife.
Oh, really? Oh, she's the snorer.
Yes. And horrible with fighting with blankets all night. Just horrible.
So do you have like your own room? Are you like in a secondary? Who gets the actual bedroom and who gets shipped off to the bonus room?
She's in the bonus room. I have the master bedroom.
But if you've been doing it for 19 years, how do you guys not have your own? Like if I was sleeping in a different room and that was the arrangement, it would be my room. It would be no guest room. It would be. I would be at home there, and you would be at home there.
Yeah, is it like her room or is it just like, get over there?
Yeah, no, it's her room set up as she wants it. I have my room set up how I want it, and we've always done it that way.
19 years, that's a hell of a run. Hang tight. I'm going to hook you up with something because that's pretty damn impressive. I think it is the mental hurdle. I've been like, so Danielle was well, actually that's a terrible example because I slept terribly last week. I was going to say she was gone, but a lot of times like when I have the bed to myself, I go, oh wow, I can get into the middle of the bed. I can take all of
diagonal.
I sleep diagonal very, very often. Like there is something when the summer comes, I'm always so hot. So I'll leave the room maybe 4 or 5 nights a week, and it's because I want to go lay it. Sometimes just change of scenery, getting into a different room.
You're like on a tile like my dog.
Something, like just anything to kind of change the vibe. Because for those that sleep hot, once you're like sweating and hot, and then you're like rolling around in your own puddle, it's no good for anybody.
Are you guys 2 blanket couples or no? Oh, because I love that.
That is a huge thing. And I actually found out about that probably last year. I think we might have even done it here on the show. It's called this wouldn't help you with the snoring, Danielle, but I believe it's the Scandinavian method of making your bed, where you make 2 beds in one bed. So that's what we do. We have, like, the bed is this, like, when you walk into our room as it's made, like, it looks like it's 2 beds that are made set. Like I've got this green blanket that is an ultra cooling thing. She's got whatever she's got. But dude, that's a pro tip. The Scandinavian method of sleeping, especially when it comes to heat, will change your life.
I don't know. I feel that I'm not ready to take. I'm not even not ready. I will not sleep in the same room. It's just I got to have a couple days. I got to get some sleep.
What if you did something with your ears? Like what if you put in earplugs or like head muffs?
Earplugs are pretty good if you get the right ones.
Earmuffs?
One of the girls from the gym sent me a sleep, like a playlist that she listens to.
Oh, yeah.
I've been using that every night, and last night I used it twice. I told him, I said, I fired that bad boy up again. I actually stopped
it. You have it in your ears?
No, I won't put anything in my ears. No batteries.
Okay.
No.
She ran it back like a Jamaican song.
Yeah.
Pull it back.
I just put like an hour. I put an hour timer, and then I go. I'll put myself under the covers. I have my lavender that I'm huffing on. Like it's a whole thing.
Dude, I don't know that. Like getting to sleep is one thing, but I've never heard of like utilizing that to get over. Like, so his head hits the pillow. How long until those noises start coming out of his head?
It could be minutes, John. Oh. It could be minutes. And then the next morning, I'll wake him up after I've slept like trash. And he goes, Yeah, I mean, it feels like I blinked and I'm awake now.
Yeah.
I feel rested. I feel good.
What a blessing. Because Danielle used to tell me, if you can let me fall asleep first, I'll be good.
But I do every night but that's the other problem. The only other complaint I have is that when we go to sleep, he is still on his phone. He's still on his iPad, whatever it is. And I will not let him look at that without having a light on. So he has like a lamp on his bedstand and I have a lamp on mine. His lamp is always on.
You will not let him. What kind of boot camp are you running over there?
I'm running an eye safety boot camp.
Oh, okay, because the blue lights.
Because technically you should not be on any of that. But he doesn't want to hear that from me.
I met with a doctor a couple weeks ago, and he told me, because I was telling him, I'm like, dude, I'm not sleeping. I said, I've changed my diet. I'm doing some fasting. I'm doing some things, and I normally go to bed with a nice full belly, which is obviously wrong. I said, I'm struggling. He goes, well, how late are you pushing like the phone use? And I said, well, a lot of times I'm looking for stuff for the show right up until I go to bed for the next day. He said, that is the worst thing you could do. He said, if you're going to do that, get they have glasses that are like blue light blockers. He said, do that. He goes, what that is doing to your brain as far as stimulating your brain, it runs so deep into your nervous system that you don't even know how hard it is to fall asleep once you've been looking at that.
I'm going to let these eyes go to the wheels fall off. I'm not putting no nerd glasses on to fall asleep.
I have the blue light. My kids have the blue lights. And I've even done research into like TV versus, because they're like, well, I'll let them watch TV, but I don't want them on it. Like, I don't want them on their iPads. Because there's something about that light, the light from your computer, the light from your phone, that messes you up. I tried, and I don't know why I'm not still doing it, because it worked really well, to put my phone down an hour. But the problem is that last hour I'm awake, I'm making my to-do list for the next day. Well, so then I went pen and paper on my bedstand, and that went well.
The other element of it is, depending on what you're looking at during that time, is it's also like the world. You know what I mean? Like, you're kind of, if I'm just flipping through the news or I'm scrolling through X or just, it's all bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's not the type of stuff that you would want to put in your brain before you go to bed. So I do believe in the I believe in the idea of you can't put the phone down, or you should put the phone down. I just don't know if it's going to work. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
This is Chris.
Chris, what up, dude?
Yep. Hey, I got the insomnia problem to where I have the TV on, and usually the woman wants.
What? Wait, what? What was this thing you said? The TV?
I gotta have a TV on or something on, so I can't sleep in like complete dark. So I gotta have something on, and usually my girl's gotta have it dark, and so I got to go in the other room so she could sleep. So it's like it's ruined one relationship before, and I'm working on another one now.
Oh no! Oh no! How long has it been with this one since you've been having to split up in the middle of the night?
Kind of off and on the whole time. We've been together 4 years, so she's been toughing it out. She's here next to me. Now don't know when we put her on her spot, but she's laughing now. Yeah, it's kind of a rough one there.
Have you guys tried like a sound machine where there's not anything that's like visually stimulating, but because if you did like a white noise sound machine, you'd hear it at first, obviously, but then it truly becomes background noise. So if you just need sound to keep something stimulated in your brain.
No.
You haven't tried that?
Shake her head no.
I mean, that's going
to save your relationship, honestly.
See, but I don't know. I think you can. Thank you for the call. I think you can sleep in separate beds and have a successful relationship.
You could.
Yeah. I mean, maybe there's something neurologically happening with the connection between two people that are sleeping physically next to each other, but at the same time, you're asleep. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on in that room when I'm asleep.
What
I'm
happens?
Asleep.
Did I tell you? I told you about the bird that got loose on the outside of and was slamming into the window.
Yeah.
What happens if that situation happens? And now I'm by myself. I mean, clearly I'm the one that took care of that situation, but then Derek's all by himself over here, and he doesn't have me to keep him safe. Like, what happens? I was the one, that jumped into action.
I think everybody's going to be okay. I mean, I think that sounds like something everybody could have.
But it was a bird that time. Maybe it's not next time. Is what I'm saying.
And you're going to be the one to keep everybody safe.
I'm always the one to be 100% alert the second I wake up.
We have full phone lines, but I'm trying to find a lady. Senning Show, are you a lady?
Yeah. No, sorry.
Okay, thank you. It's okay. Senning Show, you're a lady. Are you a lady?
Nope.
All right. Sorry. Lady here.
I identify as a lady.
Okay, hang tight. Senning Show, I'm looking for a lady.
What up, homies?
Yay! We found a lady. Who's this?
This is Tara.
Hey, Tara, what's going on? Are you a victim of sleep divorce?
I wish. I cannot, because my husband started 8 years ago having grand mal seizures.
Oh, no.
And then he started having them in his sleep.
Oh, no.
Oh, I can't. Like, I want to because I want to sleep. But because there are times where he has fallen out of bed.
Oh,
so,
no.
Like, we've had to remove end tables. He's got, like, a poof thing where he puts a CPAP machine. He's got cushions. He's got everything on the side of the bed. Like, the first time it happened, it was like, imagine like a scary movie and you see somebody like some like monster or something like dragging somebody out of the bed.
Oh my
like
God.
The first time I saw it, it was just like his feet went first and then everything just slid off. It was so
paranormal activity.
How frequently is that happening?
So it used to be a lot more. It's kind of calmed down. However, every time he moves, I wake up in a panic thinking he's going to have a seizure.
Well, that's the other thing about your situation is the fear of it happening. So it's like it's that bad when
you're on edge all night.
It's that bad when it happens, but just laying there thinking at any moment this guy could go full paranormal activity like Diz alluded to and just like scoot his way out of the bed. That's scary.
It's terrifying. So my doctor, because I'm like, this isn't good for me. I'm going to have a heart attack. So he put me on magnesium glycinate, like 1,000 milligrams. So now when he moves, instead of me panicking, I just kind of roll over and go, are you okay?
Wow.
I need to get on that magnesium.
Yeah, I feel for you. You're a sleep prisoner is what you are. You're not sleep divorced. You should be in another room and you can't do it. Well, hang tight. I'm going to give you something from our prize stash, okay? Just
Awesome.
just hang for just a second. Thank you. Oh, that's rough. That is the fear of something happening would be worse. I saw somebody in the chat say my dog Brody snores all night. It is very funny. Danielle, not really a snorer, has happened. But like when I wake up and hear Brody snoring, it almost puts me back to sleep. Like there's just like this piece of knowing that he's sleeping so peacefully that allows me to sleep a little better.
That's why you're such a good dog dad.
Yeah.
I meanwhile like Chaka, shut up.
Yeah, no, if I wake up and he's snoring, it might as well be the best sleep machine I've ever had.
I've seen it on Instagram where it says like, if my significant other is chewing loudly and you're just trying to kill them, but if your dog is chewing loudly, you're like trying to videotape it so you can hear it later.
Yeah, definitely different rules. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, it's time to vroom vroom. Yesterday, another huge race in Atlanta, and what do you know? A back-to-back winner. Michael Jordan has been, I saw, on NASCAR coverage and interviewed more in the last 2 weeks than he was all last season. We'll talk about that and a bunch more. Coming up next on more Senning Show. What if Jurassic Park really existed? Yes, you heard me. That was a real question. Well, you would need a reliable mobile connection first and foremost to keep you online at the park. And with Xfinity Mobile, you have Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. Whether you're live streaming a T-Rex feeding or downloading park maps when you're lost in Gallimimus Run, you can stay. Did I say that right? Gallimimus? Thank you. You can stay connected with Raptor fast speeds. I thought it was something that the Jurassic Park people knew. Xfinity Mobile is there for you at home and at the park because it was born ready for you to roam, baby. Xfinity, imagine that. You can now cut your mobile bill in half with 2 lines of unlimited. Learn more today at xfinitymobile.com and watch Jurassic Park with Xfinity.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. Tell us what you think. Head to the 102.5 The Bone app now and leave us an open mic. The open mic on the free 102.5 The Bone app is sponsored by 1-800-ASK-GARY.
Hush, little baby, yes you can. Mama's gonna buy you a prepaid plan. And with that Florida prepaid plan, Mama's gonna send you to college land. And when you're free to pursue your dreams, Mama's gonna watch your future beam.
Save for their story with a prepaid 529 plan. Plans start at $29 a month. Open enrollment is now.
Things people don't believe in. Little green aliens. Bigfoot. And that Spectrum TV combines all your favorite streaming apps with live TV at no extra cost. But that one is actually true. You get over $100 worth of streaming apps like HBO Max, Hulu, Paramount Plus, Peacock, AMC Plus, and more, included with live TV at no extra cost. It's only the way TV should be. It's only everything. Learn more at SpectrumTV.com.
A family office is a team built to handle the three biggest financial responsibilities a family faces: wealth management, tax strategy, and estate planning. Most firms only manage your investments and refer the rest out, hoping everyone stays aligned. At Trajan, we built something different. Your wealth, tax planning, and estate planning are handled together inside one firm under one roof. There's no guessing whether your CPA, advisor, and estate attorney are truly in sync, because our team works together every day on your behalf. When your financial life becomes more complex, your advice should become more coordinated, not more fragmented. One plan, one trusted team. Call Trajan today at 813-212-0500. That's 813-212-0500.
Trajan Wealth, an SEC-registered investment advisor. Additional services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures and accreditation at TrajanWealth.com.
Stop searching and start saving at Stingray Chevrolet in Plant City. Limited time. A special selection of new Chevys from across the Southeast has arrived. One-time pricing below market value. The best models with the biggest savings will sell fast, so don't wait. Plus, we're paying top dollar for trades. Keep the cash or use it to upgrade and save even more. Don't miss your chance to upgrade for less. Visit StingrayChevrolet.com now. Together, let's drive.
Let's talk seafood. You know, I spend so much time talking about the ribeyes and the tri-tips that I love cooking up from Wild Fork. I don't spend enough time talking about the great seafood. One of the sleeper items I love to get for a little snack is the pepper-cracked smoked salmon. Great for a little treat. They've got sockeye Alaskan salmon as well. The grouper is amazing. That Chilean sea bass. Get the lemon butter sauce. You will not regret it. And they've got all the sauces, sides, and seasonings to go right along with it right there at Wild Fork. You can order online or get into the store in West Chase, South Tampa, or St. Pete on 4th Street North. Always online at wildforkfoods.com.
My perfect day has sand, salt water, and friends. But my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis can take me out of the moment. Now I'm all in with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi. Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, most people saw 90% clearer skin, and many were even 100% plaque-free at 4 months. Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin. And that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis. Visit Skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Joey Coco Diaz is live. Comedy's most raw and unpredictable voice hits the stage for one wild night of nonstop laughs. Thursday, March 5th at 8 p.m. at the Hard Rock Event Center. Get tickets now at hardrocktampa.com.
If you've been injured, we're prepared and ready to help. Call Farah & Farah anytime.
Tampa.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Steams around the outside. They touch twice. White flag. They're not going to go with him. Here comes Chastain. Toyota, Chevy. Chevy.
You see Briscoe be able to back up right there off the exit of turn 2.
Tyler Reddick trying for 2 in a row. Briscoe trying to redeem a tough day in Daytona. They're going to come off turn 4 for the final time. Chastain to the bottom. Briscoe to cover. Tyler Reddick, 2 in a row.
Can you believe that car just won? He's got right from Fender.
Sister day.
Vroom, baby. Michael Jordan might just be building a dynasty in NASCAR. It is the craziest thing to see after taking NASCAR to task and being embroiled in a giant lawsuit, really the last few months, for him to now have 2 wins to kick off the NASCAR season is pretty damn cool to see. Tyler Reddick back in the winner's circle. This is Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy, and that's Danielle hanging out with us.
Hello.
800-771-1025. I meant to send this to myself. You know how last week I was so excited about the about all the audio from the NASCAR drivers?
Oh, yeah.
So, Danielle, I know you're not here every day. You know that we're big NASCAR.
You got to get into the vroom.
You got to get in the vroom community.
Vroom.
So I didn't believe it. Yeah. Hold on though, because I forgot Danielle was out of town, my Danielle, and so I knew she was really going to get a kick out of all of these NASCAR drivers that they got to record. Like
I saw the one you put at Kyle Busch, right?
Yeah. No.
Nope.
That's fine. It's fine.
She's not even trying.
Rome wasn't built in a day.
Love that guy.
Rome wasn't built in a day. Kyle Busch. I did win the truck race on, another week where we watched the truck race.
You watched it again.
The O'Reilly Auto Parts race and the NASCAR. We are like full-blown NASCAR family. And the craziest part of all, Danielle, my Danielle is as big of a fan, if not bigger than me, when it comes to watching these races. Do not forget NASCAR Truck Series coming to St. Pete this Saturday for the first time ever. Which
it's
is very
trucks.
exciting.
It's all trucks.
Yeah. It's it is an interesting thing. I'd like to know more about how the Truck Series came to be, but it's NASCAR. It's under the NASCAR umbrella, but it's just they're NASCAR trucks. And so I was so excited to share with her the audio of all these different these NASCAR drivers, and I started running through the list and playing them all. I don't know if we didn't play it or if I just missed it when we played it. I was looking for somebody that had a little more oomph to their delivery, and I listened to every single one that we were sent. And there is one, ironically, that is so much better than all the rest of them, and it is it's right here.
I'm Tyler Reddick. You're listening to 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio.
I like that.
I'm Tyler Reddick.
I went back and listened to I played them all for Danielle yesterday. The only one that put any spice and any zest on the delivery was your now 2-time winner in the first 2 races of the NASCAR season, Tyler Reddick.
He knows he's getting that fame. He's got to put a little bow on it.
He might. And I have to say, no funny business, no video shared online of the celebration.
No touch.
Michael Jordan was put on a 5-foot rule from Tyler Reddick's children, and it was a damn fine race. My guy Carson Hocevar, I'm wearing his shirt today, almost had another win. He was down 2 laps at one point after crashing repeatedly. If this guy gets a win, which it's coming, he almost won the last 2 weeks. When he gets a win, he will be undeniably the biggest star in NASCAR. They had him on the radio. They had to have a red flag because there was a big crash near the end, and they had him on the radio, and he was trying to find another driver that would shake and bake with him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he kept saying, talk to the 23, maybe we could shake and bake. And there's just so much about this young kid, although everybody hates him, that is likable.
Now, do they put that audio on like live TV? Because that would be so dicey, right?
Yeah, I think sometimes it's live, but for the most part, I think somebody's monitoring the audio and they hear something that's kind of juicy and they say, let's run that back. Because he said, shake and bake, let him know. I'll come down to me and him if it works out. Otherwise, I will take the front row and go to Ross, and then we can shake and effing bake with him. He's just a madman, dude. So they restart the race, and he's right in like the second row, and immediately before they even get going, he just crashes the dude right in front of him. They have to go back under caution again. This dude is from Michigan. I love him. He's a young, undeniably good-looking kid that supposedly all of the other drivers hate. And when he finally does get a win, I think there's going to be some crossover appeal with Carson Hocevar.
How long has he been doing this? I don't know much at all.
Well,
man, we got to update you.
Yeah, so he, I think, is in his second, maybe third year of the NASCAR Cup Series. So they have like the O'Reilly, formerly the Xfinity. That's kind of like the minor leagues, and then they have the Truck Series. But he's racing them all. So last week at Daytona, he raced trucks, he raced the O'Reilly, and raced in the Cup. This past week, he raced in the Truck and then again in the Cup. So he's just one of these guys that loves racing. He's got to be one of the younger drivers, and he's just
he looks like he got his license 2 years ago.
He is. He's a young looking stud.
I actually listened to it on the bone.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. I was coming back from Punta Gorda and I turned it on the car, and I heard them still doing the race, and I listened to it. If Daniel Suarez actually was doing pretty good.
There is between Shane Van Gisbergen, the dude from Australia, he's been doing great. Suarez came up there at the at the end as well. Atlanta is a great racetrack, and they've been very, very exciting there. But it's crazy to listen on the bone because I wish I could time up my TV properly with the bone, because on the radio broadcast, there's normally like 4 different broadcasters, and it's a totally unique way that they do it. They're constantly just passing it to all of the different personalities. So when it comes through this turn, there's a guy that's telling you what he's seeing. And then when it comes to the next turn, they're going to this guy. So it's a very cool way that they do it. And I think the guy that's like the bigwig with the broadcast company, I think I'm going to get to meet him on Friday. He's coming into the building because everyone's going to be in town for St. Pete. I think this might be a vroom vroom call. We'll see. Senning Show, you're live on the air. Who's this?
Oh, this is for show, Vroom Vroom. This is Bobby V, bro.
Bobby V, what's up, brother?
Not much, man. Hey, first of all, big ups to Tyler Reddick, doing it for 23-11.
You love to see it.
So sad for Bubba. He tried again, same result, but he'll get his. And Hocevar, he is the most likable, unlikable dude.
I have a buddy who I'm going to let remain nameless, who is a big NASCAR fan, and he texted me yesterday, literally irate with Hocevar, and just said this guy does not know how to drive. I don't know if that's the case, but he's a wild boy.
He's this age's young Joey Logano. When Logano came in, he was pissing everybody off, him and Chastain, and didn't care.
Sorry.
They learned to care.
You know who else did that was Dale Earnhardt. Dale Earnhardt was the same way. Yeah. Everybody hated him.
What is it about this guy?
Thank you, sir.
What is it about this guy that people don't like? Because I'm looking at his face. He has the babiest, sweetest, nicest. It looks like he baked you some cookies after the race.
He's completely reckless. He's just a maniac. I mean, he has crashed almost everybody. I mean, last night was a great example because, like I said, they restart the race. There's 2 cars side by side. He, in a moment, looks like every sane person would think there's not room to fit in between these 2 cars. He just goes for it, crashes one of the race leaders. Like, that's just his style. He prides himself on not being friends with any other drivers, and he gives 0 Fs. Oh, here's the clip of when he wrecked Christopher Bell at the end.
There he goes. He went. Didn't wait. Bell gets turned into the fence. That's Hocevar. He shot to the middle as soon as they crossed the start-finish line.
Hurricane Hocevar. That's what they call him.
I found a picture of him on online, and it says, "If gap, car."
Yeah. That's perfect. I put that on my story today, and that's how he lives his life. If gap, car. That about sums it up.
We got to find a racer for Danielle. We got to figure out if she's more into like the Boy Scout guys or like the old veterans, the loose cannons, the crap talkers. Like we got to find.
I love a crap talker.
I feel like
you might be a double uno with us.
I feel like either Denny or I think she could have some interest in Bubba Wallace as well, and he's due for a win, so that could be pretty exciting.
How do I decide? How do I pick? Like, what do I know?
Well, first of all, what's your favorite number?
4.
Oh no, is there a good one for 4? No. I think you might be Denny. I like that he had the quote.
Wait, what cars do they drive? What are their sponsors? Who's the M&M car? Who's the? Oh,
you're going by.
Who's the Mexican burritos car?
The problem, I don't know that they have a Mexican burrito.
I think that's Daniel Suarez.
Is that a general brand, or is that just?
I was going to say Mexican food, and then I really narrowed it down to burritos, but I already had Mexican out.
It's usually specific brands, not just food items that sponsors.
Taco Bell? Is there a Taco Bell car?
Denny Hamlin's in the tater tot car.
Yeah. No, the problem is that they don't really like stay true to their sponsors the way that they used to. Like my whole life, Jeff Gordon was in the DuPont car. You know, a lot of people remember the drivers, Dale Earnhardt always in the Bud car. Now they switch them up all the time. By the way, the number 4 car,
Chase Elliott.
Number 8.
Oh, it says 4 on here.
Oh, Noah Gragson, I think, is the new.
Oh, really?
What's the picture? Who is his people?
What does that mean?
Like the sponsor on his car. There's a picture, like the Wonder Bread car.
Yeah, I don't know that this one. I think this guy's just kind of changes, to be honest with you.
I gotta look. That's what I think I would want to base it on. I'd want to base it on who. Okay, what?
We'll take it in. We'll take it into the lab. I think he does throw a Bass Pro Shop on his car every now and again, which feels friendly to your family.
I like the crap talkers. That's why I like Denny, because he said, I beat your favorite racer today.
Yeah.
And then would they say, which one? He goes,
all of them. All of them.
What a badass.
For real.
Skittles
Even
car.
killed his dad for a win.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry.
Cheez-It
They
car.
did. By the way, I saw that they ended the investigation over the weekend, and it was deemed an accident.
You got 2 court cases he won.
They say. We'll go into the lab on this, Danielle. We're gonna find you a racer. But
Maybe you could each pick one and then present them to me.
Okay, yeah,
Like a
I like that.
presentation.
I like that. This is yours. Man, if you were on social media at all, and I'm going to say I was as wrapped up as anybody could be, the entire, as far as I can tell, civilization has fallen in love with Punch the Monkey over the internet. And I have questions, but for those that don't know, I have a news clip here that will maybe better explain what happened this past weekend with Punch the Monkey.
And meet Punch. He was abandoned at birth.
So he was abandoned at birth. Okay. We have an advertisement. He was abandoned at birth. This macaque monkey that is in a zoo in Japan, I believe. And so because he was abandoned, they gave him
The 6-month-old monkey found comfort in a stuffed orangutan and won thousands of hearts online. Video went viral of him apparently being dragged by another monkey. The zoo then issued a statement saying that the behavior is a normal form of discipline. They added that Punch is still young and learning how to socialize. Punch is slowly joining the troops, but still clings to his stuffed friend when he needs a little emotional support.
Had you seen any of this yet, Diz?
I saw memes for it. Like, I didn't see the whole story play out.
Yeah, so pretty much the first thing I saw was, oh my God, the internet loves Punch the Monkey. He was abandoned at birth. He's got this toy monkey that he loves and that he's always clinging to. And I thought, oh, how cute. What a cute monkey. And then, like in the blink of an eye, all the videos that started coming out were of Punch the Monkey being brutalized and beat up by all the other monkeys.
I didn't see that.
So there's the one clip where this monkey is like got him smushed onto the ground and is almost rubbing his whole body into the ground and throwing him around. And Punch, sweet little Punch.
Oh my God.
He just runs away and like hides underneath his little stuffed monkey.
Aw.
And it's the saddest thing ever. And I just struggle to think that all of this news is making it out in real time from a Japanese zoo. But then next thing you know was, oh, Punch has friends. Punch, that was what the internet said. Oh, Punch has been welcomed in. I can't help but feel the whole thing's a psyop or some sort of make-believe story by the Japanese zoo to increase visitors or something like that.
Man, I don't have time to think everybody's lying about things.
Well, about Punch the Monkey, it just, anytime something comes out of nowhere and gets millions and millions of views and people buy into it, I just feel like, what's really going on here?
I did just see the video. It's adorable.
Yeah, I mean,
Feels
he's
so bad for the little guy.
He's
Like,
so
oh,
freaking
no.
cute.
Except that monkey has been drugged through some stuff.
That little monkey.
The stuffed monkey.
Oh.
One of the videos I saw, the stuffed monkey, he's pulling him through some rocks and the monkey flips over and I'm like, there's stuff on that monkey that should be cleaned off immediately.
Yes. And
He's been through some stuff.
Now they're saying, because I guess the monkey is from IKEA, like that's where the stuffed monkey came
is
from.
it?
So they're saying that the IKEAs have been swarmed and people are buying all of the stuffed monkeys and all of that. So it's, I'm all for people caring about things that are light in nature. But dude, the love for this monkey, God forbid something bad happens to this monkey, it's going to make the Harambe incident look like child's play because the way that civilization has just fallen in love with little sweet Punch the Monkey.
He's so cute.
But I mean, again, they're animals. They beat each other up. They rough each other up. You have to be clearly beat in to the monkey gang.
It's like a gang.
It exactly is. So
Canonized, as they call it.
shout out to Punch the Monkey. Senning Show, you're live. Whoa, Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
That's right. We're on your time now.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Thank you for paying attention. Senning Show, you're live. Who's this?
Hey, my name's Chad, man.
Chad, what up, dude?
Hey, I just wanted to say Carson Hocevar yesterday, he made me a fan.
Oh,
that
dude.
dude drives like a maniac, dude.
It's so funny. It seems to go one way or the other, which I think is pretty cool because I've seen lots of people talking trash and upset about it, and a lot of people I think he's getting on their radar for the first time. And not to mention, he's proudly sponsored by Chili's. I love this shirt because it has 2 Presidente margaritas, which I love to drink on the shirt right along with him. So keep on watching and keep on checking in, dude. Vroom, vroom, baby.
If it gives you any indicator on what kind of driver I might like, people that I really enjoy, Conor McGregor,
Okay.
I love how Conor McGregor
Trash
would just
talker,
come to the press conference and just get right in his opponent's face and just laugh and smile, and it would affect him not at all. Pat Maroon, I know you're going to say I'm a simp for Pat Maroon.
Yeah,
but
knew that.
but
You
the
didn't
way
need to bring him up.
he would,
Team Pat.
as a player, the way he would run his mouth, just not
Yeah.
care, like run his mouth and smile and walk away, skate away. Like that's the kind of.
I think she'd be Denny, especially if once we have time to dig into the sappy story that surrounds him.
Oh, yeah.
Then you'll really be a.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Well,
it's like Connor meets his Punch, and they went together and formed
that
Denny.
is analogy of the day.
Thank
it's like
you.
if Conor McGregor met Punch the Monkey, you would get Denny Hamlin. Well, I'll tell you real quick. So last year, he's trying to win his first championship of all time, okay? And he was pretty much 2 laps away from winning his first championship. And he wanted to win his championship so importantly last year because his father was very, very, very sick and was probably not going to make it. Much longer. The story goes back with his dad in this documentary that they shot. His dad has this cigar that was given to him by Michael Jordan. It's in a glass case. And Michael Jordan gave it to him, and he said, the day that Denny wins his championship, we're cracking this open and smoking the cigar. So there's this big lore behind him winning the championship for his dad. Well, on the last lap, pretty much, last year, things went wrong, and he did not win the championship for his dad. Fast forward, this story gets drastically worse. Fast forward like 3 months, his dad burned alive in a house fire.
Oh, I remember this.
Yeah, kind of a couple months before the season got started.
Weren't you saying that maybe it went sideways? Weren't you suggesting?
I think that was more Dizzy.
Somebody in this room was suggesting that might have been an inside job.
Yeah.
Because I remember this
That was
conversation.
Well, yeah, I'm not totally opposed to it.
okay.
I mean, you were definitely the first one to say it.
No, you were the first to say insurance.
No. Oh, I did say that's what Danielle first thing
it
was.
was Danielle who said
was,
it.
but the investigation has been complete. Everything's on the up and up.
You don't really watch stuff. I would suggest watch Full Speed.
Yes,
because it gives you like each episode is a different racer and their kind of story.
Episodes?
Yeah.
How many?
Maybe I'll.
How many? How long?
All right. I wanted to play a song. This is in the mix worthy. This came on my playlist this morning when I was on the treadmill. I wanted to see if either of you guys know this song. It caught me. Danielle's gonna love it. I know that.
That Mexican OT?
No. First listen. Anybody know it yet?
No. I like it.
Girl, get on it quick and don't give me no lip, cause I need me a lift before I go on this trip. You want some time to be all in my ear, you be talking so much I just start up a fuss. No cap, but you say I'm crazy. Girl, you was supposed to be having my baby. Girl, let me know before I walk out this door, cause I need it for sure.
It's Juvenile.
I was gonna say what?
Yeah. I think
I hear it now that you say it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like this part, but when he first started, it sounded like Big X.
Yeah, I was big, but at first I thought Mexican OT, and then kind of Big X.
Mexican, a bigger guy.
Yeah.
It sounds when he started like it was
You
a
don't know
bigger
Mexican
guy.
OT?
Oh, this is a brand new song. This song just came out. I thought it was an old song.
Juvie's coming out with new
just came out.
songs?
Juvie's dropping heat in 2026.
Won't he be here at Janice soon?
Oh, yes.
When?
Yeah.
What day?
I think next month.
Yeah, I think you may be onto something. Well, look at that. We all discovered something together. Danielle, thanks for spending time with us. You're going to get much more Danielle this week.
Thanks for
he's here
having
in
me.
2 days.
Yeah. Oh, it's 2 days?
2 days
Okay,
away.
we gotta get.
In 2 days.
Yeah. This is Genesis the God, by the way, with him. This lady. Do not go anywhere when we come back. It's time to fire up John's Joints. Lots to get to today. What's going on in Mexico? It seems as if it might all be on fire. And a new game that I'd like to unleash for Diz and Drew. What's more racist? We'll play that next in John's Joints. Don't go anywhere.
I want some bread and a hit of that trick. That's handing out money and buying new whips. Cash out on Chanel and take me on trips.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. The cruise is getting closer. Calta Cruisers, it's time to get your Calta Cruise essentials at the official Calta Cruise document parties. In Hillsborough County, join Galvin from the Mike Calta Show Friday, March 6th from 6 till 8 at Riveters on North Del Mabry in Tampa. Enjoy drink specials, great food, and pick up your gear. Maybe you're down south. We got you. Join Carmen from the Mike Calta Show Saturday, March 7th from 12 to 2 p.m. at Shark Coast Tactical on Bee Ridge Road in Sarasota. Cruisers will get exclusive Calta Cruise pins, depending on which location they pick up from. Okay, not going on the cruise? That's okay. Come hang with the Bone fam anyway. See you there.
Hurt in a slip and fall? Take back control of your life. Call Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. This February, the key to your heart unlocks a brand new Toyota and savings on everything under the sun. Everything. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/radio right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Brandon Honda is having its biggest used car event of the entire year. Hi, I'm Sam Robbie. Right now at Brandon Honda, get certified pre-owned vehicles from $6,900, backed up with a real nationwide lifetime warranty. Get CRVs from $15,000, HRVs $14,000, Accords $12,000, and get certified Civics from an incredible $9,000. We're approving all credit applications, plus make no payments for 90 days. Get all the facts at BrandonHonda.com.
Call 813-527-9308 for more information.
Hi, Attorney Patrick Smith of The Attorney Patrick Smith Show, inviting you to join me on Saturday mornings on 102.5 The Bone, Real Raw Radio, where you can call in with your legal questions. So join us and be part of the show by calling in at 800-771-1025 every Saturday morning, 8 a.m. for The Attorney Patrick Smith Show.
What if you could buy a flippable, two-sided mattress made with the finest materials that cost less than other luxury brands? This is Greg Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory, and this is exactly what you'll find with our new Orthos line, available exclusively at OMF. We build these by hand using premium materials like wool and cotton. It's old-world craftsmanship with modern comfort, our most extraordinary sleep system. Built locally at a price other luxury brands just can't match. Visit the Original Mattress Factory and experience the Orthos line for yourself.
Contact Tax Relief Helpers for details and restrictions.
Attention, anyone that owes money to the IRS. Every day, your unpaid tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. The longer you wait, the more you will end up paying. If you owe $10,000 or more, now is the time to settle your debt before the IRS takes aggressive action, like taking your wages or property. A special toll-free number has been established so you can stop penalty fees, avoid liens, levies, or other hostile measures by the IRS. Call Tax Relief Helpers right now.
I got behind on my taxes and owed $48,000. I called and they got my bill lowered to just $3,500.
I owed $87,000 in taxes and it was scary. I got the amount I owed down to just $3,500. I saved $83,500.
If you owe money to the IRS, don't wait another day. Your tax debt gets bigger and bigger from daily interest. Call right now before the IRS enforces liens, levies, or other aggressive measures. The call and consult are absolutely free. Call now.
Call 800-476-6115. 800-476-6115. That's 800-476-6115.
This hour of Senning Show sponsored by Trajan Wealth. Retirement planning built on trust.
1025 The Bone. Real Raw Radio. WHPT, Sarasota, Tampa, St. Pete. Live from the WeatherTight Windows studio. And now, back to Senning Show. It's time for John's Choice with your host, John Senning.
Where are we?
smile on the face. Big around the booty, but it's small around the waist. Oh, good Lord, what a fine display. If you're looking for a dime piece, heard it they out there now.
Welcome back to Senning Show. Smoke 'em if you got 'em. It's time for John's Joints at 3 o'clock every afternoon. We try to hit the biggest news stories of the day, mixed in with a little commentary, some nuggets from life. Ooh, the nugs of life. I just made that up. That's the new counterpart to the Joints. I'm John Senning. He is Dizzy, and coming straight from the course, looking dapper as can be. I can still, you know how they say you can smell the cold on somebody? I can still smell the cold on you, Drew Garabo.
Accurate, very accurate. I did remove my thermal underwear before I got here, though.
Dude, what was the tee-off time?
8:15.
Ooh, so I imagine where you were, probably a good 42, 43 maybe?
The feels like temperature was 31.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've said it before, and today was further proof. I'm done. Like, I had a good run. I enjoyed the winter that we got. I liked that it made things look a little seasonal. But today when I got up and took Brody out and that wind was whipping on my face, I'm over it. I'm ready. I'm actually – and we had such a taste of summer on Saturday specifically. Like, the sun was beating, I think, in a way we've not had yet this year. And it felt so summery and a little muggy and hot that that hit of winter that we got today that is going to be even worse and colder tomorrow morning. Not for me. Did not like it.
I played golf at River Hills on Saturday, and it was beautiful, shorts weather, sunny. This morning was the exact opposite of that, John.
That's what we're built for here. And I'm passing. No more. What's going on up north is insane, though.
Oh.
I saw the video. I heard a little bit of them all being trapped at the radio station, but that video that JP put outside the front door of the radio station, I don't know. Were they supposedly ever going to be able to leave?
He said by the time that they were done with JP that they should have been able to.
Yeah,
they would have enough room.
It looked like one of those situations that you might be living at the radio station for a few days. They're calling it a snow-a-cane. I mean, when you look at it on the that's called radar. When you look at it on the radar, it looks like a hurricane, but it is dumping massive amounts of snow all over the East Coast, which in turn is giving us a little bit of cold weather down here.
Is it called Hernando? Is it like a winter storm?
Does it have a name?
Yeah, I think I saw online today that it's called Winter Storm Hernando.
I'm so sick of every storm getting a name.
I know, right? Really diminishes the impact of hurricane season. We own named storms.
Yeah, like we own that. Like that's our thing. We get to fight through hurricane season. We get to name our storms. Not just everything that ever happens gets to be have a cool name.
Thank you, John.
John's Joints being brought to you by MarijuanaDoctor.com. If you are still waiting or have not yet gotten your medical marijuana card, what truly are you waiting on? I like bringing up the fact that if you're waiting for a vote, that's not happening anytime soon. So right now, if you want to go into these dispensaries, I know you drive by them all the time. You go, oh, look at that. There's a Cure Leaf. Oh, there's a True Leaf. Oh, there's a Jungle Boys. There's a Rise. All of these different spots. You need to be legit. And if you go to MarijuanaDoctor.com, when you book your appointment, use the code BONE30 for $30 off that initial consultation and certification for that matter. And it happens same day now. When you leave the appointment, you'll be ready to go into these dispensaries and take advantage of your first-time patient discounts, which are designed to put that money back in your pocket. So do not wait. Go today. MarijuanaDoctor.com. Use the code BONE30. I've been waiting all day to bring this up because I've wanted to just talk about it in general. I did not know if Diz did tell me about it, then I didn't recall, and I apologize for that. But I watched a movie yesterday that I was going to come in here and tell you that you would both love it, but now knowing that Dizzy watched it and loved it, you will love it, Drew.
Oh?
Is it The Long Walk? Long Walk?
Yeah. I think it's The Long Walk.
So it's a newer movie. It came out like in September of last year. Supposedly one of the first 5 Stephen King stories that he ever wrote ever. I don't know if you remember the book. Did you read the book?
I did. That's part of his Bachman stories, I believe.
So I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the simplicity of the idea and that you don't leave this single scenario the entire movie, which I like movies like that. Was this supposed to be in modern day?
No.
In the future, or
dystopian future.
Yeah,
I think.
It's either a dystopian,
dystopian 1970s.
Oh, that was supposed to be in the 70s.
Yeah.
Oh my God! So the country has gone to hell, and as a way to instill the spirit of humanity and motivate the masses, they do this giant thing every year called the Long Walk, where another question is that you may remember, did they all sign up or were they picked? I think they said at the beginning they were picked by a random lottery, maybe.
Yeah, I think you get a choice, right? If no one signs up, then they pick.
Then they can pick you.
Yeah.
But these men, it's all men. They have to. It's a very simple concept. Have to walk until there's one man left standing.
Oh.
They have these little wristbands on. You cannot go under 3 miles per hour, and you have to walk. And if you go underneath 3 miles per hour, you get 3 warnings. After the 3rd warning, spoiler alert, they shoot you in the head right there in the middle of the street. So it starts with all of these men who then have to walk. And you want to talk about a movie that ingrains itself in your brain that I couldn't help but think about hours and hours and now a day later. This is that type of movie. It is, what I just shared with you, but it's a much bigger story kind of about humanity and life and brotherhood and just a really, really great movie, quite possibly one of the better movies I've watched in a minute.
I might be wrong, but I think that might have come from the same compendium of short stories that birthed Stand By Me and The Shawshank Redemption by Stephen King.
Really?
Yeah, there were 4 stories, and I think The Long Walk was one of them.
It's a great
All right.
and the other thing about it, I don't know if you did, Diz, but I didn't recognize one person. Like, I don't think when I watched that there was one person that was like, that's a famous actor that I know.
Only one.
Which one?
The general mayor or whatever.
Oh, what the hell was that guy's name?
Yeah.
Who is that guy?
Mark Hamill.
Oh, it's Mark Hamill.
Yeah.
Luke Skywalker?
Yeah.
He doesn't. Oh, wow, it is Mark
Yeah,
Hamill.
yeah.
Yeah, he's like the guy.
Because you think, at first I thought he was like a Spanish dude. I go, why does he look familiar?
He does
Like,
look.
oh.
Yeah, dude, it's good. I think
right.
you would definitely love it.
You watch a Lincoln Lawyer by any chance?
We started it years ago, and I think we got through like the first season and liked it, but I hadn't thought about it since they just re-added it back to Netflix.
Yeah, once they re-added it, I've been watching it on the elliptical, and season 2 is really, that guy, man, he's a really good leading man. I've never seen him in anything before.
Dude, I love that Netflix, because it's not a new season, right? They just put it on Netflix.
I think so.
Yeah, I love that Netflix, and really any streaming platform, but mostly Netflix, can like take a show and just give it a whole new life. A show that has been sitting dormant forever that maybe not enough people saw. Once it gets to Netflix, it's like game on, and you can launch a new season or do anything based on it, getting some eyes on it on Netflix.
Hell yeah.
Man, I'm still trying to work through exactly what is happening in Mexico. I was roughly paying attention to it yesterday, and just out of my own ignorance, I thought, okay, this sounds like something that's happening in certain places that isn't really affecting anybody. It's some sort of war between the government and the cartel and all of that. And then this morning I saw that what looked like it could have been on 4th Street North or on Tyrone Boulevard, a Costco set up in flames. I realized, oh, wow, this looks a little more serious than I thought. The deadly violence sparked by the military killing of an infamous cartel leader has now spread widely across Mexico as American citizens near the border are being warned to shelter in place. At least 20 of Mexico's 31 states have seen violent clashes in the wake of the death of the country's most wanted man, Namicio Asegura Cervantes. He is the head of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel. He's better known as El Mencho. He died in custody Sunday shortly after Mexican special forces captured him. The notorious drug kingpin was seriously injured in a firefight between military commandos and his bodyguards and died from his injuries. Cartel members responded to his death by declaring war on the Mexican government, shutting down the state capital of, shutting down Jalisco's state capital, Guadalajara. Man, these are really rolling off the tongue. The country's second largest city as they engaged in running gun battles with authorities. Violence has spread quickly all the way to the West Coast, reaching up to the U.S. border with California. At least 30 people have been declared dead, with many more feared to be dead. I think the maybe breaking news on this was that it was brought to everybody's attention. We found this guy. They found this guy using U.S. intelligence.
Yeah, so, like tracked his mistress down or something,
yeah,
right?
so we have our fingers are in this. I don't know what's going to happen if we're going to take our troops and put them in there to help fight the cartels, but definitely wild scenes coming out of Mexico today.
Looks like a very bad time to be in Cancun.
It really does, and I mean, I don't, you would think. I'm not saying this should or would or could happen, and I know that a lot of these places, especially the big ones, have huge security teams. But you would think if the cartel wanted to start making a statement now, especially now that they know that the U.S. was involved,
that those more touristy type places could be a spot for them to hit up.
The aerial shots what kills me because it reminds me of like a movie like Dawn of the Dead when the world's just going to hell and you see all these smoke and flames and that bus is crashing into here and now it's on fire.
It really is. And again, just out of ignorance of not looking, I didn't realize it was taking place in locations that were so built up and civilized. I mean, when you look at the pictures, somebody could tell you that could be a city in the United States of America. And it does. It looks like the beginning of the end of the world.
And there's some shots of what I thought were military guys running around, and then you find out that's the cartel.
Yeah.
Like, they just have all that money.
Dude, they do.
They're so equipped like the military.
That's like what we were talking about, what was it, last week or the week before when they did all that, they closed all that airspace down over certain parts of Texas. It's because the cartels were flying drones over here. And it's not, I don't know what everybody's thought of is the cartel. It's not just a bunch of gangbangers sitting in a house. They have military-grade equipment with damn near tanks and drones and clearly weapons to cause chaos on a wild, wild level.
Did you see the local cartel connection down in Sarasota?
No.
You know that IMG Academy? It's like a elite sport.
Academy?
Yeah, they took money, I guess tuition money from a cartel, like a high-ranking cartel member's kids. I mean, look, they got the right to be really good at basketball too, I guess, but yeah.
Oh, man, I never even heard of that.
I know.
I wonder if, and not that this will shine a light on it, but I do wonder if the cartel is like more intertwined into our world than we'd like to think. From the money that's being pumped into certain places. Like there's just so, like when you run all the for the longest time, run all the drugs and still, even though we're bombing boats and trying to do stuff, I think we're probably just scratching the surface of shutting it down. But just how involved they really are in the United States of America.
What do you do if you're on vacation down there right now? You're at some like all-inclusive resort and all of a sudden all hell starts breaking loose and you can't get home?
That's scary, dude.
Yeah.
It really is. And probably not that far out. I mean, I haven't seen it with my own eyes yet, but you would have to imagine if this keeps ramping up, then, it's only going to get worse. This is I believe maybe we've done something like it before, but I'd like to launch a new in-segment game right here.
All right.
Called What's More Racist?
Hey,
I'm going to give you two stories pulled from the headlines. Dizzy and Drew Garabo, you've got to decide what's more racist.
This is going to be fun.
Our first story comes to you during the 79th annual BAFTA Awards. I should look up what the BAFTA Awards are first.
It's the British Awards, right?
Oh, it is?
Oh.
That's what it was.
Is that what the B stands for?
BAFTA Awards.
British Academy of Film and Television Awards. That's just a guess.
Okay. I think you're
onto British Academy Film Awards.
Okay, perfect. So during the 79th BAFTA Film Awards, the host, Alan Cumming, paused the ceremony to thank the audience for its understanding after a series of audible outbursts from Tourette syndrome campaigner John Davidson interrupted the show. One of those outbursts was heard while Sinners stars Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage when the Tourette's man screamed out the N-word in the middle of a crowded theater. Davidson, who was diagnosed with Tourette syndrome at 25 and whose experiences inspired the BAFTA-nominated film I Swear, lives with tics that can include involuntary vocal outbursts. Addressing the room, Cummings said, "You may have noticed some strong language in the background there. This can be part of how Tourette syndrome shows up for some people as the film explores that experience." Different people coming out and saying different things. Jamie Foxx, the biggest, saying, "This guy does not get a pass. He knew exactly what he was saying." This is a weird thing where I don't know where the majority of people would land on an issue like this without knowing the inner workings of Tourette's. I would imagine your mind a lot of the times wants to force you to say the worst possible thing that you could say. And I don't say that as an excuse or anything like that. But the other interesting thing, it was pre-recorded. The audio could have been muted in the broadcast. The segment could have been edited. A producer could have made the real-time call that prioritized the harm reduction. This is an article from Variety. Free to be clipped and circulated and divorced from explanation. Now it lives on the internet. Why they didn't get rid of it, I don't know.
It kind of makes sense because I think it's the the publicity thing. It's like, listen, people are listening. Is it for the right reasons? No, but they're talking about us. Now we're trending everywhere. Now other articles might have a tick in views because of this situation. I kind of get it.
I think this guy's faking it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be the faking of all faking. I mean, he's been faking it his entire life.
He did it once before when the Queen was making an appearance somewhere, and he said "F the Queen."
Yeah.
Just happened to get some publicity then too.
Now I know that a lot of my information from Tourette's comes from that girl Bailey who has the show on TLC network. I think she's been the most prominent Tourette's character out there. What was crazy was, I think it was whatever it was last week, the episode of Kill Tony, they had a comedian up there who I guess people know of and has been around. He has Tourette's, and they start asking him about, and he said, he brought that up. He brought up that whatever is the worst thing you could say at any given moment is what the syndrome wants you and forces you to do in that moment.
I don't know if your mind works like this. Sometimes I will think, what is the worst possible thing? Okay, good. What is the worst possible thing that I could say in this situation? Yeah. But I guess maybe if you have Tourette's, you think that, and then your brain goes, say it right now.
It's the intrusive thoughts. You're letting the intrusive thoughts win.
Yeah.
Maybe there's not that barrier. Diz, I feel like I'll go to you first. Racist?
I don't know enough about Tourette's. For me, I kind of want to say, I don't want to say I side with Jamie Foxx, but his point of like, is that how it works? You could say racist things and be like, oh, it's Tourette's. I've never heard of this until now. So
You've never heard of Tourette's before?
Yes, exactly. I've never heard of racist Tourette's.
Racist Tourette's.
So.
Oh, man, the old school Geraldo and Sally Jesse Raphael, they would have these kids on with Tourette's, and he'd be sitting next to his mom, and he's like, shut up, you fat bitch. Yeah. And she was like all fat.
It reminds me of the South Park episode where Cartman finds out about Tourette's.
Oh, yeah.
And then he goes, well, I'm leaning into this.
Yeah.
There ain't no stopping. It's a disorder I have.
Yeah. So Jamie Foxx took to social media and said, nah, he meant that S, adding in unacceptable. So Sinner's production designer also commented, I keep trying to write about what happened at the BAFTAs and I can't find the words. The situation is almost impossible, but it happened 3 times that night. And one of the 3 times was directed at myself on the way to dinner after the show. So this dude was just dropping N-bombs, had N-bombs flying around. Like, is it safe to say that if it's in there, that is inherently racist, that's on your mind? Even I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like if you're thinking about even saying the N-word because there are black people, aren't you racist at your core?
And just again, I'm very ignorant when it comes to a lot of Tourette's syndrome stuff, but like after he says it, does he know he just said it? Or is he just sitting there smiling?
Like he doesn't even
looking at him. He's like, what? Like, what the hell y'all looking at?
So if they knew that he had the potential to do that, I'm not saying you can't let him at the BAFTAs, but you might want to gag that dude while Sinners is getting the awards.
Or sit him in the back.
Yeah.
He can't be heard.
Or further than the back. Put him in a little soundproof bubble or something. I mean, it's really, at that point, it is crazy to think, and I don't know what you could do within reason to make it so that other people couldn't hear it, but I mean, it is a disability of sorts. So to think that if he does have zero control of it, I think it's more dangerous to let the public hear what might come out of his mouth. So you're really protecting him by finding a way to make sure that nobody can hear that.
What if, here's a great movie idea for you. A kid has Tourette syndrome and his parents don't want him saying those words around black people, so they make the kid join the Klan so he will only be around white people. Like and if he screws up, he's among people who use that word too.
If not a movie, if Chappelle Show ever relaunches, it's the Tyrone Bingham's
white pair.
Yeah. No, wait.
Yeah, no, Clayton Bigsby.
Clayton Bigsby. Sorry, I
you're mixing the
I get all my Chappelle Show characters mixed up.
They kind of look alike.
Who's the woman? I thought I sent it to myself. Who's the woman that was so controversial on ESPN all those years? African American woman,
Sage Steele?
No, very racially
Michelle Tafoya?
charged. No.
Oh, Jamel Hill.
Oh, Jamel Hill, yeah, because she.
I'm sure she's got something to say about it.
She weighed in on it as well.
What did she say? Something tolerant, I'm sure.
She said, they didn't have a choice. And you should probably read up. Oh, yeah, here we go. Asking for more grace for the person who shouted a racist slur instead of for Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo, who had to push through being embarrassed in front of their peers. but that's often the expectation, that black people are just supposed to be okay with being disrespected and dehumanized so that other people don't feel bad. That was her take.
There's validity to what she said.
Yeah, it's a bizarre mind F of a situation. And I think a lot of it probably does stem from not fully grasping what goes along with Tourette's.
Did he apologize? Do we know if he apologized?
He did, but then he said the N-word again.
Yeah,
so
he said
my bad. Never mind.
I apologize.
I apologize to any I might have offended.
And so that was the first story. And what's more racist?
All right.
The second clip. I thought I had a more precise clip, but let's hope we can find it fairly painlessly. California Governor Gavin Newsom has been accused of racism after citing his underwhelming SAT score during a chat with black elected officials over the weekend. I believe I have the audio right here.
This is such a bad
trying
look.
to impress you. I'm just trying to impress upon you. I'm like you. I'm no better than you. You know, I'm a 960 SAT guy. And, you know, and I'm not trying to offend anyone, you know, trying to act all there if you got 940. But literally a 960 SAT guy. I cannot, you've never seen me read a speech because I cannot read a speech.
What?
I'm like you.
Maybe the wrong business to be in. You know, my dyslexia, I haven't overcome dyslexia. I'm living with it. You know,
So I would say if you wanted to make excuses for him, he was speaking to a broader, like, I'm not a genius, I'm one of you, meaning the general public. But it wasn't the furthest reach ever while speaking to a room of black individuals when he said, I'm one of you. Let me highlight how low my SAT scores are and how badly I can read to explain how I'm one of you.
Not a great look.
Are we a different color? Yes, but we have a lot in color.
Yeah.
Common SAT scores. I got a mean fadeaway jumper, just like you. I also not the best swimmer.
Yeah.
I've been known to kick it to Dr. Dre, just like you fine people.
And just for statistical sake, the average SAT score for black Americans who make up 12% of the test takers is 907 out of a possible 1,600. So he actually underquoted the black population.
Did you guys take the SAT?
I don't think I ever did.
Oh no, I moved up already to Canada, so I
got
escaped
you.
it.
I don't think I did. I think I was already so screwed with just my grades in general, like there was nothing good happening for me, that it was like I knew I was going to community college, that they were like, why bother with that? You're not meant for anything bigger.
Now,
I'm one of you.
Yeah, nowadays, like they do, like, I mean, SAT preps out the ass. The ACT is a thing too. I never understood the difference between the two.
The ACT?
Yeah. The ACT, I think a lot of people who went into the military ended up taking that. It's like it's a different aptitude test, different scoring system.
Now forced to pick between the Tourette's man screaming out the N-word at the award show or Gavin Newsom saying, I'm like you, while quoting his low SAT score and lack of reading ability to a crowd of black onlookers. What's more racist?
You go, Diz.
You go first.
Well, I am going to have a lot of grace for the one of them who is mentally challenged.
Okay.
So I think that the Tourette's kid is more racist.
Yeah, I think that the comparing us and be like low IQ, all this, we're the same. More racist.
It's more blatantly. Yeah. It's harder to explain away. Like we could have a doctor come in here and go, well, you know, Tourette's this, and this, and we go, okay.
Yeah.
Tougher to get to a road of understanding through the straightforward comments of Gavin Newsom.
Because you hear the N-word thing and you go, oh my God, what was that? But then you hear the guy talking and go, okay, is you picking up on this? He's calling us dumb. He's saying we can't swim. We like fried chicken. Like, what is happening?
Everybody likes fried chicken.
Hey, you know, they said that the left is going to have to come closer to the right if they want to get elected. So Gavin Newsom's just testing the waters out there.
Dipping his toe in the racist pool.
He's trying to see what's really going on. Do not go anywhere. When we come back, plenty more joints to fire up. A real juicy local story that I want to kind of work through. Nobody likes solicitors or door-to-door salesmen coming to our home and bothering us. It feels fairly passé. But what this man did in response to a solicitor, probably not the right answer and probably going to land him in prison. We'll tell you all about it next as we continue John's Joints. You heard me talking about it last Friday. Now we're fully launching. I'd like to welcome Scoopy Nutrition to the program. Shout out to Ben, who is the founder of ScoopyNutrition.com. If you've taken away one thing from me over the years of listening, it's that I love my dog. Maybe I love my dog too much. He is my life, my pride and joy, and we just celebrated 15 years. And to get a dog to 15, you really have to work at it, and you have to make sure that they're healthy. And I can't wait to tell you about ScoopyNutrition.com, where you can find these super health soft chews. First and foremost, Brody's beautiful face is currently built right on the front cover of the Super Health Soft Chews. And the ingredients, when I got with Ben, I made him send me. I said, tell me what's in these things. Tell me where you're getting these things. I want to feel comfortable and confident talking about them. There is a mushroom blend in here, the super herbal complex and therapeutic mushroom blend that will help your dog with cognitive and nerve support, immunity, stress relief. If you got a dog that's jumping around all the time, maybe freaks out when you leave the house, the Super Health Soft Chews can help in overall total body maintenance. Scoopy Nutrition has tons of different products from allergy to hip and joint, but I really want to tell you about the Super Health Soft Chews. You'll see Brody on the packaging. Go to ScoopyNutrition.com. And here's a cool little added bonus. A portion of the proceeds from every bag is going to go to Satchel's Last Resort, an amazing animal rescue down in Sarasota that not only rescues and rehabs and finds animals homes, but they keep and hold the animals that can't find homes for all sorts of different reasons. And the first 100 people that buy the Super Health Soft Chews are going to get a honestly badass Senning Show keychain. It's from a photo that me and Brody took down by the riverside. It's really cool. It's got the Senning Show logo in a very artsy, woodsy scenario. So go now and buy a bag of the Super Health Soft Chews for your best friend. It's ScoopyNutrition.com. Build a hero, save a life.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. It's Lightning Hockey on 102.5 The Bone. Wednesday, your Tampa Bay Lightning are at home at the Benchmark International Arena to take on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Puck drop is at 7:30. Don't miss a single game. Listen to every Lightning game all season right here on the official station of the Tampa Bay Lightning. 102.5 The Bone. Real, raw hockey. Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Folks should expect a 30-minute delay leaving St. Pete out to the Howard Franklin. It's due to a crash at the hump, which has had the left lane blocked. At last check in Hillsborough, an object in the roadway along southbound I-75 and I-4 had the two left lanes blocked. And in Pinellas, Belcher Road has been closed due to a bad wreck between Gulf to Bay and Drew Street. This is Jim with traffic.
What do you carry in your heart? Your hopes, your dreams, the ones you love. For everything your heart holds, Advent Health's cardiovascular experts are here to map and repair it, strengthen and heal it, to carry you further than you ever expected, to help you feel whole. Visit FloridaHeartExperts.com.
There are 472 reasons to shop auto lenders in Palm Harbor. This is reason number 328, which we call better than new. You see, at auto lenders, we sell pre-owned cars that have gone through our meticulous 110-point inspection, so they look and drive even better than new. In fact, the only way to tell the difference between an auto lender's vehicle and the same model at a new car dealership is to look at our much lower price. Better than new. One more way we've revolutionized the whole pre-owned car buying model. See for yourself at auto lenders in Palm Harbor.
Do you want free internet forever? Yeah, we thought so. That's why Spectrum is giving you just that. Free fiber-powered internet forever when you switch and get 4 mobile lines from Spectrum. No internet bills, no taxes, no late fees. Just fast fiber-powered internet. Call 833-901-0178 to find out how. But hurry, this deal won't last forever. Once more, 833-901-0178. Or visit spectrum.com/freeforever to learn more.
Hi, I'm attorney Fran Hosh. Being involved in a car or motorcycle accident can be stressful. I've dedicated my career to helping accident victims and their loved ones. If you need an attorney you can trust, give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN. We will give you a free case evaluation and won't charge you any fees unless you recover money. Give me a call today at 866-LAW-FRAN, 866-LAW-FRAN. or visit me online at lawfran.com. Main office, Palm Harbor.
Dave Matthews Band is coming to Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater, Tampa. May 26th. On sale at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Live.
Hi, I'm Ray from Sun Toyota of Newport Richey. This February, the key to your heart unlocks a brand new Toyota and savings on everything under the sun. Everything. Drive a new Tacoma for $289 per month with 4-year maintenance included. Because when you make it Sun Toyota of Newport Richey, we make it happen.
Sun Toyota of Newport Richey.
Call 800-632-8895 for more details.
Mike Calta here for Shark Coast Tactical. Listen to me and mark your calendar now for Sunday, March 15th for Sharkapalooza, Second Amendment Festival and Range Day. It's a try before you buy, an all-you-can pew-pew experience featuring some of the biggest names in the game, like Genesis Arms, Sons of Liberty, Staccato, 6 Hour, Exigent Defense, Dead Air Silencers, and more. Limited tickets are still available online now at sharkcoasttactical.com. This event will sell out. Purchase your tickets now and join us at Guncraft Range in Ruskin, Florida for our full-scale range day. Test fire guns and suppressors from your favorite firearm brands in the industry.
I'm Ultima Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Every time one of my children started driving, it was terrifying. Thousands of accidents happen across the country. We see it every day. If you've been injured in a car accident, call us.
Dial pound law or visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
I remember brushing my hair and looking down and thinking, oh my gosh, do I have any hair left? I used to look at women with thick, beautiful hair and think, why doesn't my hair look like that?
My thinning hair is making me feel so old.
If you want thick, healthy, gorgeous hair, then you need Hair Volume from New Nordic. With clinically proven ingredients like apple extract, biotin, and millet, Hair Volume nourishes your hair follicles to promote thicker, healthier looking hair. Say goodbye to shedding, thin, and dull hair, and hello to thick, healthy hair with Hair Volume.
Since taking Hair Volume, the shedding has all but stopped. Now, instead of being jealous of other women's hair, I have friends who are jealous of mine.
My hairdresser couldn't believe the difference in my hair. Now she's using Hair Volume too.
Available as a tablet or delicious gummy, Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com, or find Hair Volume in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
You could win a new Corvette Z06 at the Strawberry Festival from Stingray Chevrolet, the best Corvette we've ever raffled. Tickets still just $5. Every dollar benefits unity in the community right here at home. Enter online at StingrayChevroletRaffle.com.
Involved in a car accident? We understand the pressure you're under. Call Farah and Farah, Tampa.
Got a burned out light switch or broken outlet or breakers that keep flipping? Just call for a Bolt electrician online at boltelectric.com.
Now, a weather update from the Sun Toyota Weather Center.
Sun Toyota.com.
I'm Fox 13 Chief Meteorologist Paul Delgado. Winter chill tonight with frost likely as winds diminish. We'll see lows mainly in the low to mid 30s. Then coming up on Tuesday, lots of sunshine, a bit breezy and still chilly. Highs near 60. More frost is likely Tuesday night.
Now, back to Real Raw Radio. Sponsored by Anajar and Levine, Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
And now, back to Senning Show. With your host, John Senning.
Sometimes I feel as if I'm out here all alone. Yeah, that's okay. Most of the time I don't know where I'm going.
Welcome back
to
Senning Show. I'm John Senning. He's Dizzy, and that is Drew Garabo. You're in the midst of John's Joints. Every afternoon in the 3 o'clock hour, we spark up the joints of life. Or no, we spark up the joints of news and roll up the nugs of life.
Yeah.
There we go. We nailed it. I know Drew Garabo Live headed your way in about 20 minutes. You and I were texting yesterday about your experience at a restaurant, and I saw a little bit of the feedback when you posted stuff on your social media. Having a restaurant experience that goes so catastrophically bad, I think it's probably rare. But what you choose to do when that payment comes at the end, I think that there's almost nothing wrong that you can do.
No, if you decide in your heart that you're a generous person, you want to cut somebody a break and give them a bigger tip than they deserve, cool. But also, if someone screws up so badly that they showed you that they didn't prioritize your table and you want to leave them no gratuity, I think that's certainly your prerogative.
Yeah, and I think that the parameters of what happened with you, like that, I would think people can say whatever they want online. I bet you if you could do a true poll of society, 80 to 90% of people, first of all, would have wanted the bill damn near comped, and secondly, would have left no tip at all.
I think leaving a small tip makes a bigger statement than leaving notes. I'm not going to say what I left until like 5:30, but I think sometimes leaving a small tip says more than leaving no tip.
That was like back. Remember the penny thing?
Oh, dude.
A penny was brutal. Dude.
Oh.
Did you get a penny at least once in your life?
Of course, dude.
Yeah, that's the
and I deserved it.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing about you and me. I guarantee you 90% of the bad tips that we got that we deserved, we acknowledged, yeah, I effed up on that table.
Yeah, and then they leave you a penny. I don't know if you know what that is. In the service world, that's a secret message. Like, I want you to know how bad you suck.
Yeah.
Just a single penny.
Because a stiff, you go, oh, maybe they just don't know about tipping.
Yeah.
But a penny, they go, I know about tipping, and this is what you were worth, loser.
Have you ever got a penny, John?
Oh, yes. Many a pennies, dude.
Man.
Many a pennies.
Which would you rather get? Penny or a little church comic book booklet on a Sunday?
I still think that the church comic book thing is somehow better.
Me too.
Because then you just go, well, this person loves Jesus, and maybe they don't have any money, and they're here to spread the word.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Like you could find a way through it. When you get the penny, there's no denying what has taken place. You were terrible, and they want you to know just how terrible you were. So,
I'm going to tip and say I left a $3 donation in your name to a charity.
There you go. I mean, that's nice. That would have been better.
Someone's getting the money. Just not you.
So please don't miss Drew Garabo live any day. But for all of the details of what happened and how much Drew left, this poor server who was just doing their best, then make sure you're listening all afternoon. We got to hit this again in prime time real quick.
Up behind the net. And it's Werenski. Now Jack Hughes puts it around McCarr. United States with numbers. Back across it comes. Jack Hughes wins it. The golden goal for the United States. For the first time since the 1980 miracle, the United States takes the gold.
That is wild, dude. The fact that it's a really cool thing to say and talk about, but I don't think the gravity of that has been quite properly recognized. That to the day of the miracle, and imagine what that could instill in a team. Like to be able to just, I don't know if they did, maybe they did all watch the movie together the night before or at some point, or clips of it or something. To have not only your entire country on your back, but to have that story, one of the more motivational, hopeful stories in movies of all time there to pull from, it really was just pretty damn cool to see.
Yeah, and I hope I speak for all God-fearing Americans when I say thank God that it was not one of the Kachuk brothers who scored the game-winning goal.
Dude, that is a mental F on that team is rooting so hardly and supporting those guys who have clearly. What's the one? Well, who's the dirty one that plays for the Panthers?
That's Matthew, I think.
That just put that blindside hit on Kucherov when the game wasn't even in play. Yeah, that is a toughie, but just so many different stories. And Jack Hughes, I think, has really kind of become a guy who his words are ringing for a lot of people.
This is all about our country right now. I love the USA. I love my teammates. It's unbelievable. The USA Hockey Brotherhood is so strong, and we have so much support from ex-players. I'm so proud to be American today. This
was such an incredible game to grind out. I mean, you're bleeding right through it just looking at you right now. Can you just talk about how difficult this gold medal was to win?
Unbelievable game by Hellebuck.
Really was. It was something to see. But here in America, we can't have nice things. And for that split moment when the game was won and we were all united momentarily. As soon as they picked up the phone from Donald Trump and eventually welcomed Kash Patel into the locker room, we found a reason and a very easy way to be divided on the on the whole damn thing. Drew, do you have a thought on Kash being in the locker room?
I mean, he's a high-ranking government official. He wanted to celebrate with the boys. By the way, Jack Hughes born in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, really? A Florida boy. He'd love to see it. I was looking. It's funny you asked that because I was looking through. I wanted to know like where all these Americans were from.
Yeah.
A lot of Michigan. A lot of Minnesota. A lot of.
Was there like 4 of them on the starting lineup?
Yeah,
from
and Hallebuck. He's from Michigan. He had that badass helmet he had. In the back of it, there was an American flag, Michigan, an outline of the state of Michigan on the back.
Stud.
Yeah, it was amazing to see. So I was trying to see if I could find the clip a little easier because I think I lost it earlier and never really got it. But Donald Trump called the boys as well and got on the phone in the locker room. I'll share with you just a little bit of that before I give you the story of what happened.
Watch 1 minute not being president, as I can tell you, you don't have to worry about the weather or landing. We don't care if it's snowing, if it's the worst blizzard. We sailing through that story just like you did on the ice. Thank you.
Oh, he did curse. I remember earlier.
The president?
No, somebody.
Probably would be impeached. Okay?
Oh, there's the clip I was looking for earlier that I couldn't find. Oh, yeah.
I do believe I probably would be impeached, okay?
Oh, hold on. I didn't go back far enough. Everybody be patient. I'm sorry.
You have to bring the women's team. You do know that.
You have to bring.
Probably would be impeached.
So a lot of people are upset because it was a joke of sorts, but he said, we've got to bring the women too, because he invited them to the State of the Union address, which I said earlier. That sounds terrible. That just sounds, of all the things I could be invited to when I'm on what could only be the celebration of a lifetime, going to the State of the Union address is not something that I would want to sit through. So he invited them and then said, I got to invite the women too, or else I'd be impeached.
It's supposed to be a unifying moment.
Well, you'll be glad to know.
Oh,
breaking news. As of just a couple hours ago, the U.S. women's hockey team is declining President Donald Trump's invitation to attend his State of the Union address a day after the president jokingly told the U.S. men's hockey team that he would be impeached if he did not also invite the women's team. We are sincerely grateful for the invitation extended to our gold medal team and deeply appreciate the recognition. Due to the timing and previously scheduled academic and professional commitments following the games, the athletes are unable to participate.
Oh, good for them getting it out. They're like, we can't go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What a thing. And I just hate it so much. And to expound upon my thoughts earlier, like, I don't know who's in charge there in the locker room. In Kash Patel could be a great guy, could be the biggest hockey fan on planet Earth. But in that moment when we won, there was a feeling that I think we don't get to cherish and relish in very often, where we could all be proud to be American.
Yeah.
And I mean, when I saw that, I said out loud to Danielle, I said, maybe this is a unifying moment. Like, maybe you're not going to move the needle completely, but for a moment, if Americans can go, you know what, we don't agree with everything, but we're freaking Americans, and look at what we just did, whether it be the men or the women, and then you automatically allow that conversation and feeling to be so much harder to have when you put somebody like a Kash Patel in the middle of that celebration. And here's the thing, for this exercise, I'll tell you, I've agreed with everything Kash Patel has ever done. That's a lie, but for the argument, I still don't want half of Americans, even if they're wrong, to see that moment and go, well, that sucks because this guy is this, this, and this. It would be great to have that moment with no semblance of politics or anybody in our political landscape.
Plus, if you were to ask the players who just earned a gold medal if they wanted anyone from the government celebrating with us, I guarantee you they'd say no.
I don't know. I mean, I wonder, but I mean, they weren't pushing him away. They weren't not including him. I mean, they put the gold medal around his damn neck. I mean, he's pounding beers with a gold medal around his neck. And obviously he's had to come out and release a statement about how he was invited from a friend with the team or something like that. So either way, I don't want that to overshine it no matter what is going on in the world. Overall, just a great moment for America and brings back that special feeling that I think the Olympics were supposed to have.
Drew. Yeah, go ahead.
he asked earlier to Danielle.
Good call.
Stanley Cup or gold medal, what would you rather win as a hockey player? If you only could win one.
As a hockey player.
Yeah.
As a hockey player, and then as Drew Garabo.
Jeez. Okay. That's a really tough one, man, because like you would think you would want to represent your country to the point where you want to bring that gold home. But winning a Stanley Cup's damn cool.
Well, and it's such the greatness of that moment, but the journey to a Stanley Cup. Like you get to practice with these guys for a couple weeks, you play for a couple weeks. It's special. But the grind of an NHL season, ultimately to the grind of an NHL playoff series or season as a whole, it breaks you down so much. Like I think that feeling when you hoist the Stanley Cup, there's more relief that's a part of that.
Right.
Maybe the joy versus relief thing, I guess, is probably two different things.
But the USA had not won a gold medal in hockey since 1980. So to get that monkey off your back.
Maybe this one.
I didn't even think of a point, kind of what you said unintentionally is with the Olympics too, it's kind of like they're almost, some of them might even be worried to hurt themselves in this competition.
Oh, definitely.
They're almost pulling their punches in a sense and being like, well, I'm going to go too hard, then I'm out for the season and can't win a cup. So.
Can't fight.
Yeah.
I meant to bring it up earlier, and I don't know your take on watching it, but I felt the intensity level felt like a Game 7. Like it wasn't. I didn't get any vibe
for this game or
for this game as a whole. Like I just felt like the intensity level was cranked up to 10 the entire game.
I didn't love the fact that it was on so early in the morning until the game actually started. And then, like, knowing that a lot of Americans were up early watching hockey, that was pretty cool.
I saw a video from some influencer who had no idea what was going on in the world, but she was like, I love St. Pete, and I love being in St. Pete. She's like, but St. Pete, I think we might have a problem. She's like, it's 8 o'clock in the freaking morning, and she drives by Ferg's, and it's just packed out the door. She's like, and people were like, it's a gold medal. You didn't know what was going on. But, yeah, people got up and showed out. I saw John Gruden was at Hat Tricks.
Yeah.
People were partying all over. And it is, this is a hockey town. But at the same time, I think we're Americans. And to be excited about a team that is ultimately just putting this country on its back is pretty damn cool.
I would love it if this were to stoke Americans' interest in hockey a little bit more and really get it up to that upper echelon NFL. But it's, I think you're fighting a losing battle.
And didn't Trudeau say something like they're not going to take hockey from us?
Oh, yeah.
When like Florida alone's won 4 out of 6 of the last ones?
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, we're taking
hockey.
It's a hostile takeover. That's all there is. I do apologize, but I wanted to give it some long attention, so I think maybe we're gonna have to save it. Do you plan on hitting this today? Is it a topic you're doing today?
What?
About the guy that killed the solicitor or shot the solicitor?
Late in the show, like 6:30.
So we'll touch on it. We'll let Drew set the table today, and then we'll talk about it tomorrow. A local story: the use of force defense. As for a man who pretty much chased down and shot at somebody who was an AT&T door-to-door salesman in Brandon. You can't do that. I mean, nobody likes to be bothered, but at the same time, that's not an acceptable reaction to a door-to-door salesman.
Two things can be wrong at once. You can't shoot and kill someone just because they're knocking on your door, but in 2026, no one should be knocking on your door to sell you anything.
It is crazy. Dude, our neighborhood, I don't know what the hell, we don't have an HOA, which I think has a thing to do with it. There's a different company every other day, and they drop them off. They have all got iPads, gutter people, pest control, cable salesmen. Like, I thought that was kind of passe at this point, and they will come and they will knock on the door at 6, 7 o'clock at night, and it's hard to not shoot them. To be honest with you, no, it's hard to be nice. I understand they're doing a job, but let's respect the boundaries of civilization.
You want me to switch to your company by annoying the crap out of me?
Exactly.
Yes, please tell me more. How you're going to convince me now?
We don't even like phone calls anymore. You're going to knock at my door in the evening while Jeopardy's on?
It is crazy. I wanted to bring this up real quick in the joints in case anybody missed it. And I don't know how clued you are to it, Drew. But I saw it started making national news today. That this headline from Yahoo Entertainment says on stage, Jelly Roll thanked his wife for saving his life. Off camera, leaked videos tell a different story. Did you hear about this found footage of Jelly Roll?
No.
So his supposed friend Ryan Upchurch years ago, I think it was like 5 years ago, right when his first hit the radio, recorded about a 15-minute interview. Recorded like 15 minutes of Jelly Roll talking, and he didn't know that he was being recorded. And the clip that everybody's sharing everywhere is this one, where Jelly Roll compares himself to the Jeffrey Epstein of country music.
How did Jeffrey Epstein happen? Most work and help. Just like Jeffrey Epstein, Ryan Upchurch has Jelly Roll and his wife to handle his dirty work.
Just like
Jeffrey Epstein, Upchurch, who's the guy in the video, Upchurch has Jelly Roll and his wife to handle his dirty work. And proceeds to talk about this woman that they were having problems with, and he says, "My bitch is a gangster. She used to sell pee for a living. She doesn't give an F." He goes on to tell them, "This is a hostile takeover of country music. We're not doing it from the outside in. We're doing it from the inside." And it's just obviously a very different tone than the Jelly Roll that everybody's fallen in love with. I don't think it's going to move the needle, but it's just a little interesting to see what Jelly Roll's talking like when he's doesn't know that anybody's watching him.
That lady pops up on my follow suggestions
Nicole
of her,
Arbor.
Yeah, and her videos pop up where she's explaining Jelly Roll ain't no Christian. It's interesting.
It is. Again, I think he's almost in a category where he can't be touched. Like he's almost got so much success that I don't know that at least this is enough to bury him completely.
Nothing will be, John.
I did see Bunny, his woman, was on with Howard Stern talking about how much bigger Jelly Roll's penis got since he lost all the weight.
Sounds on brand.
It's probably, they're just trying to, change the story. Do not go anywhere. Drew Garabo Live is coming up next. I see a cat named Mo looking limber and ready to join him right here. We'll be back tomorrow at 1 p.m. with a brand new Senning Show. Shout out to Danielle for hanging out with us for a bit today. Thank you, Diz. Thank you, Drew. Tomorrow, the juice will be loose. JoJo, Judge Juicy at 2 o'clock. But first, we love telling you about our buddy Jeff Borum.
Well, we love telling you about him because mortgage rates are at an all-time low right now. So you want to sell your house. Jeff Borum might have a qualified buyer for you, and you haven't even listed it yet.
The Tampa Bay area is not like any other housing market on planet Earth for a bunch of different reasons. Here locally, may seem like it's past. Still areas cleaning up from the two hurricanes. Flood zones that maybe aren't as highlighted as they might be. The best school districts. People moving here and moving out at record rates. That's why you need somebody who knows the area in and out that you can truly trust. No matter what you're facing in the world of real estate, there's one call to make, and that's to Team Borum, powered by eXp Realty.
Jeff will give you options. Buy your home, sell your home, or rent your home. He's the guy we know and trust. So can you. Google him right now. You might be packing tonight. BORHAM for Jeff Borum.
USA, 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 USA.
You're listening to Senning Show on 102.5 The Bone. We are Real Raw Radio. 102.5 The Bone. John Senning and Drew Garabo are live at the Valspar Championship, presented by Neutral, which means time to ditch work. Join the Bone Thursday, live at the Dex Deck on the 11th green. Play hooky, watch some golf. Quiet! Oh, come get rowdy with the boys. Limited tickets are available to see the action from the 11th green and 12th tee box. We have a full-service premium bar, and we'll be making custom hats with our hat press pop-up that you can only get at our broadcast. I mean, come on. Sound better than your job? Yeah, no shit. It is. Listen to The Bone all week to win tickets, or head to theboneonline.com now to buy your tickets today. Then join us Thursday, March 19th at the Valspar. Come hang with John, Drew, and 102.5 The Bone. Real Raw Radio.
How exciting is that? I think that was breaking news. Make sure to make your plans. But before I get out of here, I love telling you about Bubble Down Car Wash. And Bubble Down South Tampa is offering free car washes. Yes, I said free. Make plans for the grand opening party Saturday, February 28th. Big party going down. Music, fun, and giveaways. The special appearance weekend continues through Sunday, March 1st from 12 to 2 p.m. The Tampa Bay Lightning Blue crew will be in the house, plus a special appearance by our dear friend, one of the sweetest bugs you're ever going to meet, Thunderbug. During that time, perfect chance to check out South Tampa's newest car wash at 4502 Southdale Mabry Highway. You will have the cleanest car in town every time you bull down.
Now, a Bone traffic update from the Farah and Farah Personal Injury Attorneys Traffic Center.
Accident activity continues on the Howard Franklin toward Tampa from a crash blocking the left lane at the hump. It's caused major delays on that bridge, and it's created heavy congestion as well toward Tampa on the Gandy. In St. Pete, there's an accident along southbound I-275 and 38th Avenue North. This is Jim with traffic.
Rear-ended by a dump truck. A man suffered brain damage no MRI could detect. Farah and Farah used
expert medical evidence to uncover the rare condition and secured $5.7 million. Let Farrah cook, Tampa.
If you're in a slip and fall accident, time is not on your side. Stores have video footage that's crucial evidence in your case. You've got to act quickly. Call Farrah and Farrah so we could preserve it before it disappears. Tampa.
How do you feel about old school cliches? Some of them are really, really true. Like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life. If you are in a career, a job that you just hate, you struggle to get out of bed in the morning, think about making that switch to the world of aviation maintenance with the National Aviation Academy right here in Clearwater, Florida, where you'll be trained in as little as 14 months and ready to enter the workforce doing something exciting. And you'll be trained by tinkering and working on actual airplanes and jets and all sorts of flying objects. You've got to check them out today. Make that change in your life. NAA.edu.
Dave Matthews Band is coming to Mid-Florida Credit Union Amphitheater, Tampa.